Ooh, this looks interesting.
How do you make money for nothing?
There's loads of metally goodness in here.
The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
The moths have been at this, Tony.
Yes, they have.
That's why entrepreneur E.J. Osborne
I like to call this industrial chic.
wants to get his hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a designer and maker with an obsession for getting crafty with cast-offs, and I've turned my passion into a business. I take the old, turn it into the new, and sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
It needs to be given some happiness.
It does.
I don't have a choice, do I? This is
No,
all
you
you brought
don't.
me.
I'm sorry, Neil.
he can transform his finds into desirable,
Wow, oh my goodness.
valuable,
Can I touch them?
Touch of Bill.
and let's hope saleable items.
Oh my goodness!
If EJ is successful, then he can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
That's fantastic.
EJ's searching the Woking Recycling Centre in Surrey.
Well, the cars are flooding in and the rubbish is piling up. Now, all I have to do is save it before it ends up in there.
There's plenty for EJ to get his teeth into.
Oh, this looks exciting.
And he's been given special permission to search and salvage.
The pressure's on to find any old iron.
Come on, EJ. Time to swing into action. David's looking to dispose of an old wardrobe, and it looks as if he could use some help. EJ to the rescue.
Hello?
Hello.
Do you need a hand?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
That looks a bit heavy. And still got clothes in it, is it?
No, I don't think so. I'll have to open it up and have a look.
The wardrobe originally belonged to David's aunt. She donated it to him when he got married in the early 70s and was looking for furniture.
It was been in the garage with tools and that in it for at least 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, at least 20 to 30 years. Just retired, so I'm clearing everything out.
Should we check there's no tools left in it?
That's it.
Oh, look at this. Did you put these in?
Well, I must have done.
What's the date on these then? 1974.
Ah, nothing beats standing around at the tip catching up on old news. But, understandably, the wardrobe isn't in mint condition and there have been a few spillages over the years.
So what are you putting your tools in now if you're getting rid of this?
I've got a new bench that so I can see everything. When you put everything inside here, you forget what's in there.
So you're getting organised,
Yeah,
you've got your new bench.
Yeah,
It's time for this to go.
time for this to go, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Can I have it, Dave?
You're welcome
Can
to
I
it.
take it off your hands?
You're welcome to it.
Can I stay in touch with you and keep you updated on what we're doing with
You're
it?
quite welcome to, yes, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic job. Well, thank you very
Thank you very much.
EJ's taken the wardrobe off David's hands, but what can be done with it?
Well, I hope EJ can make something of it, and I'll be very surprised to see what he comes up with.
So I know this started its life as a lovely little wardrobe, but currently it's looking rather shabby and also inside really pongs of engine oil. But all is not lost. It's got a great structure, some lovely shapes and some really characterful features, all of which will go on to give this a much brighter future.
And EJ knows exactly who can get the very best from this piece of furniture. Meet Daniel Heath, the Renaissance man of rubbish. Daniel's passion is to take unused materials and make them live again.
It's always really satisfying to take something that's going to be someone's junk, it's going to be thrown away, it's going to essentially end its life, and then to give it another lease of life. Not only the fact that you're able to stop it from going to landfill, but the fact that it's still got something to give and you're managing to tease it out of that item, that's really quite fun.
Daniel is a master craftsman, but it's going to take every trick in the trade to put a smile back on this wardrobe. With one item rescued, EJ's feeling on song. Matt and his friend James are also making a tuneless racket. Sorry, EJ. But this leather suite could be sweet music for an upcycler like EJ.
All right, guys, what's happening here then? This looks interesting. Busy?
All right.
Yeah, what's happening then?
Just unloaded this old sofa. A few other bits.
It's,
Not in the best shape.
it looks like it does a lot of things. Up and down, round and round, back and forth.
That's fully reclines.
Yeah.
Electric.
Okay.
Speakers. Why, do you want it? It's got potential for you.
I think I can do something with this.
What are you going to do with that?
Don't know yet. I've got a few ideas. It looks like it's had a lot of good use.
I've got three little kids, yeah. They jump the guts out of it,
Yeah,
haven't
I've
they?
seen a bit of cereal down the side there. Yeah. So what are you replacing it with?
I've got a new sofa now.
Okay. Something
No,
different?
not as flash as this.
Okay.
Standard
Yeah.
grey sofa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I take them off you?
We'll let you have it cheap.
Yeah? Free?
Yeah, you can have them. Take them.
Fantastic. So if I manage to do something with these, can I stay in contact with you and show you what I've done?
Yeah, of course.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
All right,
chaps.
no worries. No worries.
Yeah.
The sofa cost Matt a pretty penny when he bought it 7 years ago. But what future does he think it has?
Don't know, make another sofa, maybe recover them. I don't know, something like that.
As always, what I really love about this kind of thing is we've got a material in abundance. There's loads of it, and I'm really excited because I'm pretty sure we can do amazing things with this.
EJ's betting he knows the very person to take on this challenge. And it's not a furniture maker. If you want a bag, then go see Neil Ragg. From scrap into satchels and rags into bags, Neil is your man. Neil utilises tough and rugged materials destined for the dump and transforms them into one-of-a-kind carry-alls that will last a lifetime.
The sewing has really just come from a necessity to make something better, and then it became all-consuming, really, and everything I do is sewn. I think the reason I use the salvage materials is just because it's, I don't know, it makes it harder for myself, but in some way, that's more rewarding.
Neil has made bags from the most unlikely sources. But what will he think when EJ dumps this on his doorstep? EJ's claimed the wardrobe for Daniel and the leather sofa for Neil, but he needs to find something he can work on. Could Vicky have the next find in her boot? EJ is on the case.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
What do we have here?
I think it was probably a music cupboard originally.
A
but,
music cupboard.
It housed our TV equipment for a little while.
OK. And you're getting rid of it?
Yes, it kind of got moved outside, got a little wet.
Yep.
Didn't get brought back in, really not looking its best.
It's looking a little bit more shabby than chic, isn't it?
I would agree with you there.
So, bit tired, bit distressed, time to go.
Definitely, just
Right.
not enough room.
Well, look, this is exactly the kind of thing that I'm looking for.
Okay.
So, would I be able to stop you from binning it? And can I take this?
Absolutely.
And if I do manage to do something with it, can I come back, visit you, and show you what we've done with it?
I'd love to see that, yeah.
Yeah? Thank you so much.
Be my guest.
See ya.
As EJ whisks the cabinet away, does Vicky have any thoughts on what will become of it?
I really can't imagine anything beyond what it actually is at the moment, but we'll see. I'm sure he'll do a great job.
This is all right, isn't it? It's seen better days. It's pretty tatty, very flaky, but I reckon with a little bit of work, I'm gonna find a lovely little cabinet underneath all this.
That's 3 items successfully saved. Daniel will be working his magic on the veneer wardrobe, Neil is going to get crafty with this massive leather suite, and EJ's task is to transform the cabinet from looking blue to looking new.
Wow, I've had a really challenging day, but I've managed to find some exciting items that I reckon are going to set me off on the pathway to profit.
London's East End is a hotbed of creative crafters, and EJ is meeting up with furniture specialist Daniel.
I hope it's something nice, and I hope he understands what my capabilities are as well here in this studio, so we shall see.
So, what do you think of this then?
Can I have a look inside?
Yeah, let's open it up.
Ooh.
It's looking a bit grimy inside.
A bit. 1974, there we go.
It had a load of tools in it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's very greasy and very oily.
Oily, greasy, and it looks as if a fish supper's been sitting there. Yuck. Anyway, EJ, what's the plan?
What I'm thinking is that we make this into kind of like a dining room cabinet, some like, you know, somewhere where you can put glasses, plates, maybe like some wine, some kind of, maybe like some liqueurs, something like that.
Yeah, it's quite good. Although it's got some really nice little details.
Yeah, I really like these kind of...
Yeah.
So if we can utilise, I don't know, maybe utilise something.
Yeah, or even, you know, to replace them with something relevant to what's going on the shelves.
Yeah.
These boys certainly can wax lyrical when they put their minds to it.
And the outside, make this say, open me. Like,
Yeah.
So something really jazzy and vibrant and with a bit of pop.
I can print something on these doors because they're flat. I'll have to take everything off, but we can make this inviting statement, or this really, you know, kind of, you know, we can make it really something on the front there.
For something as exciting as this, I need to pin you down for a price.
Well, I think it needs a lot of work. And it probably doesn't need a lot spending on it because of the structure is fine. But it's going to be all of that labour, sanding and lining and all of that. So I think, to cover it, to be on the safe side, I think 600.
Great, I like the sound of that.
Excellent.
You got a deal, and I'm going to leave you to get on with it.
Thanks very much.
Take care of her.
I will enjoy. Yeah. Thank
See you later.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness. I took in there a dowdy-looking wardrobe, and I'm confident that what's going to come out of there is something cool and vibrant, and I cannot wait to see what Daniel does.
With a price of £600 agreed, it's over to Daniel to turn this dowdy wardrobe into an amazing drinks cabinet. The Buckinghamshire town of Marlow has plenty to offer the river enthusiast. Cruising, rowing, angling, or simply meandering along the banks of the Thames. But EJ's too busy to be messing about on the river.
So, I'm in Marlow to see Neil Ragg. I've bought him all these lovely chunks of sofa. I really don't know what he's going to think about this. Let's go and have a look. Neil, you there?
I'm here.
All
How'd you
right.
do? Wow.
Nice to see you.
What have you brought me?
I've brought you a lot.
You have brought a lot. We have a pile, don't we?
It's had its day as a sofa,
Yeah, definitely.
and I thought the best person to bring it to was you, Neil.
The only person that would take it.
So, you're up for this?
I don't have a choice, do I? This is all you brought me.
I'm sorry, Neil. I asked you, but I'm actually telling you to
Right.
take this. Should we get the kettle on and have a chat about what's going to happen?
Yeah, I need to sit down.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, get it in the garden quick, before the council come round and throw it all in the back of a skip. And all this manual labour gives EJ a chance to figure out how to sell his idea to Neil.
How about rucksacks?
I think rucksacks would work.
Yeah?
First thought is we've got enough leather. I know to make one. I haven't really checked
I hope so.
down miniature. Looks like there's a lot of leather, but a lot of it is ripped and torn.
Yeah.
And very mucky.
The problem I have with black leather is it's very serious, it's very moody. Can we inject a bit of fun into that, a bit of action, not just black leather?
Yeah, we can... Some sort of bright colour, you think?
Yeah.
OK.
With all that in mind,
Yes.
can we talk about a budget?
I think 2 bags, two leather rucksacks, because we're going to keep it to the front leather.
OK.
So two rucksacks, and if we are looking at doing them for, say, £120 each to you,
Yeah.
we'll certainly be able to get rid of them.
Yeah, I like the sound of that, Neil. That is a deal. Good luck.
Bye.
Wow, Neil's really got his work cut out for him with those big bits of leather sofa. But I tell you what, I cannot wait to come back and see them transformed into 2 rucksacks.
Neil's agreed to make 2 rucksacks for £240. But to keep EJ happy, he'll need to inject a splash of colour. The wardrobe and leather suite have been delivered. And now EJ is at his workshop in Somerset, assessing the work that needs to be done to rescue the blue cabinet.
Things are about to drastically change for this little cabinet. I'm going to strip it right back. Underneath all this is some beautiful solid oak. I'm going to restore the back. I'm going to rip off the top. I'm going to do something really interesting that I've never done before with these doors. And we're going to end up with a beautiful, stunning new cabinet that's miles away from this one.
The first job is to dismantle the sections he needs to work on.
I like it when it's a nice, easy start. Smells nice. Sounds nice.
EJ's checklist for old furniture. 1. Does it smell nice? 2. What are the acoustics like?
It didn't come off as clean as I wanted it to.
Destruction complete, EJ is now taking off the paint. If you're doing any kind of sanding, it's a good idea to wear a face mask.
Underneath this paint, the wood's looking amazing. It's got lots of character, solid, beautiful, just as you'd expect from old oak.
EJ knows there's a little beauty in here somewhere, and his craft is slowly bringing that to the surface. But now he needs to replace the rain-damaged top.
So I've got some lovely little floorboarding scraps here. They're made of oak. I've got just enough to cover the top. They're going to complement it in colour and tone. Perfect for the job. Most people probably make a cabinet with a little bit of the top overhanging, but I'm going to keep it contemporary and have nice clean lines, so I'm not going to have any top overhanging.
Using the upturned cabinet as a template, EJ is marking where the cut should go.
Purple is my woodworking marker colour of choice.
With the bandsaw making light work of the oak flooring, EJ is happy to move on to the decorative detail.
So, I need to sort these doors out now. They're currently looking a bit plain, but these lovely frames around them kind of suggest that it'd be good to put something in the middle and make a feature. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up this solid oak and make little tiles and I lay them in the middle as if they're like shaker kind of shingle style. It's going to look lovely and contemporary. It's going to give this cabinet a really lovely edge.
And to cut thin shingles, you guessed it, back to the bandsaw. Maybe you didn't guess it.
So I've got a few of these tiles cut and this is the fun part. Just going to experiment and see how I'm going to lay them out. It's supposed to have that disorganised look. I don't do disorganised very well.
Someone's got a big gluing job ahead of them. EJ has only spent £5 so far, but will his mini oak tile design be enough to take this cabinet from tip to hip? In East London, Daniel's starting work on the wardrobe. The first in a long list of tasks is to sand down the doors.
It's quite risky because I really want to sand out these scratches and take off the surface varnish. But if I sand too much, I'll go through the veneer and I'll lose all of the grain of the wood. So I've got a really high grit sanding pad on the sander. So hopefully it'll just take enough off, but we just never know really. So I shall find out.
Good luck, Daniel. I can hardly bear to watch. It's worth mentioning that if you're sanding old wooden furniture, you should wear a mask and, if possible, take it outdoors. It does make a mess.
That's really coming up lovely. The grain on the veneer looks great underneath. The sandpaper's taken enough away of the surface without going through to the wood underneath, and we've taken out all of the scratches on that surface as well.
Doors sanded, Daniel is free to concentrate on the wardrobe carcass.
The back of the wardrobe is in a real state, so my best bet is to actually just tear it out and replace it with a new piece of sheet material. I have to be really careful not to break the wardrobe into little pieces at this point.
Easier said than done.
Okay, great.
The wardrobe has survived, and Daniel is now staining the exterior.
I've cleaned all the inside as much as I can at the moment, and because I've had to use quite a lot of liquid, it's sort of drying. So I'm using this time to paint this because I know that it's a black stain, it's going to need a few layers, and it's not particularly quick drying. I'm going to sort of sand in between layers when it's dry, just because the wood grain will start to come up with the stain. I really want it to be a really lovely, smooth finish.
To hide all the oily spillages on the inside of the wardrobe, Daniel is using chalkboard paint, which is much denser than ordinary wood stain.
So satisfying, so dense.
Leaving the paint to dry, Daniel is ready for some art.
OK, so I've got some black ink here. I'm going to screen print onto the two doors of the wardrobe that I'm putting together. I've got a lot of symmetrical wallpaper patterns, so I'm going to use one of those to go up the centre of kind of where the doors meet. The only thing is that it's quite a tricky thing to print the two evenly, and the doors are actually veneered, so if I do mess it up, it could be catastrophic because I can't really sand it too much because the veneer is so thin. So, fingers crossed.
This is the critical moment. If his screen printing doesn't work out, Daniel might find another use for the wardrobe as a hiding place when EJ returns. In Marlow, Neil's been busy designing a template for EJ's rucksacks.
I've designed something that I think is going to work. It's just a simple drawstring style rucksack. This is my pattern to cut the leather off. I want to see if I can get this as the front. Will it work?
Amidst all this black leather, Neil hasn't forgotten EJ's request for a burst of colour.
Right, amazing what you find in the bin.
But an old high-vis jacket might not be exactly what EJ had in mind.
Just trying to think how to incorporate it. So I'm thinking if I put just a flap over the top, one side's the black leather, you turn the flap over and you've got the high-vis. So that's the plan, try and keep both.
They do say there's a fine line between creative genius and total madness.
Right, I'm going to have to just start cutting. And what I'm going to do here is cut right in the middle of this piece. So that does mean that there's loads of leather almost wasted, which might be the wrong decision since I'm very limited on supply. But I want to keep some of the features of the sofa in. So although that might be a bad decision, it's the one I'm going to stick with.
Never fear, Neil. If you do run out of leather, you could use some more of that old lovely high-vis jacket.
This is going to be the front of the rucksack that you see from the outside, showing just a little bit of what its former life used to be.
With plenty more stitching to do, Neil is heading indoors.
I suppose the thought of picking something out of a bin is a bit grotty, but when you spot something like this that can't be used as a coat anymore but has got something I can use, it's quite exciting, isn't it?
Neil has to cut out the cleanest sections of the old jacket.
Lots of fabric, but is it good enough?
And once he's sliced up a few panels of leather, he's ready to stitch them together.
I don't sew many triangles, so I think I've got this worked out right.
Neil has a vision of marrying high-vis with high fashion. Let's hope that EJ is on a high when he sees the end result. Back in Frome, EJ is giving the cabinet a final polish up. When it turned up at the tip, it was fit for the skip. But EJ has taken it apart, repaired it and put it back together. So, how is this blue cabinet looking now? Gone is the bland blue look, and in its place are a stripped back and playful mix of styles and influences that combines to make a thoroughly modern piece of furniture. The shaker-style oak shingles make a traditional feature for the doors, and with the oak flooring on top, you'd be forgiven for thinking this was all very straight-laced. That is until you see EJ's impish metallic chevrons, giving out a cheeky smile on either side. And to finish off, EJ has added more upcycled credentials, with salvaged casters and an old door latch.
So there you have it. I think this is quite the transformation. And now that it's all done, I see this as a gin cabinet. So I got rid of all that blue paint. I've added some lovely metallic details on the side, got some nice vintage fittings, completely changed the doors, and inside is ready to store your gin bottles, some glasses. This thing is ready to rock and roll.
With its faded and peeling paint, you couldn't blame Vicky for wanting to chuck out the old cabinet.
Kind of got moved outside, got a little wet.
Yep.
Didn't get brought back in, really not looking its best.
But EJ lavished it with love, imbued it with a sense of fun and brought it back to life. After snapping a few pictures, it wasn't long until the cabinet was sold to a gin retailer in Cheshire. Company director Mike explains why it's a perfect fit for his shop.
Our tables and stools are all made out of recycled scaffold planks, so I think it really fits in, and we've certainly got enough gin to go in it.
And now EJ is in West Byfleet to show Vicky how the makeover turned out.
Vicky.
Jay.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good.
So, do you remember at the tip I took your old blue cabinet?
I do, indeed.
I remember you had plans to do it up yourself, but you didn't have the time.
No, and it got abandoned in the garden and was really looking a little sad.
So, did you ever imagine after I took it what I might do with it?
I just hoped that you did something good with it.
Would you like to see what I've done with the cupboard?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready.
OK. There you go.
Wow, that is fantastic. It's almost unrecognisable, actually. And did you do this yourself?
Yes, so this is one
Brilliant.
of my projects. I've obviously kept it as a cupboard, but I've souped it up. And I decided, you know, once I'd finished it, that this was a cupboard for gin. This is a place to keep your gin. This is a gin cabinet.
Absolutely.
I did manage to sell it to a little gin shop, and I managed to make a profit. And I've got for you, Vicky...
A bottle of gin?
No, but you can certainly buy yourself a bottle. I've got for you a profit of £215.
That's unbelievable. Oh, my my goodness.
And do you have any idea what you might spend that on?
Well, I promised my best friend Sue, my furniture hunting buddy, that I would buy the buns on our next furniture hunting trip, but I feel that may be a rather excessive number of buns.
That's a lot of buns, Vicky.
So yes, it will buy us a lovely afternoon tea maybe, and I have another very good friend who has been working her socks off to raise money for SANE, the mental health charity. So I think a big chunk of it will be going to her and to SANE.
Wow, that is such a good cause. I'm glad to hear it. And a few buns there as well.
Absolutely.
For you and your mates. Thank you so much, Vicky.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, I am thrilled with Vicky's reaction. I'm glad that the money's going to go to a good cause and a few buns as well.
EJ spent just £5 on materials. He sold the cabinet for £220, leaving Vicky a profit of £215. In East London, Daniel's waiting for EJ to arrive for his first look at the revamped wardrobe.
We've made a real transformation on this piece, and it was in a real state when it came in, and now it's super, super glam.
So when I got my hands on this wardrobe, admittedly, I thought it was pushing it a bit. But after speaking with Daniel, I got really excited about the plans. So let's go and see what he's done with it.
When EJ rescued it from the tip, the wardrobe's future looked bleak. Scarred and stained, it was almost beyond redemption. But then Daniel got to work. With his exquisite craftsmanship and attention to detail, Daniel has created an Art Deco-inspired cocktail cabinet that radiates 1920s opulence. The sanded walnut veneer is decorated with an intricate black ink screen print, and Daniel has added contrasting panels of gold leaf. The cabinet's also standing a few inches taller thanks to its new black metal legs. Daniel's come up with a visually stunning item. But what will EJ think?
Daniel?
Hello,
You're
EJ.
right.
How you doing? What do you think? It's a transformation.
That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I'm speechless. My stomach just kind of came up towards my head.
I hope in a good way.
That is spectacular. Oh my goodness. Tell you what it looks like. It looks like a magic box.
Yeah.
It looks like a portal into another dimension. That definitely says open me.
Let's have a look. All under lock and key. There we go.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
So I was thinking this side for your bottles, and then you've got your tumblers and glasses here, and then you've got your stem glasses at the top here as well.
Lovely. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I mean, it was hard work, I'm not going to lie. I'm glad it's looking as it is now,
Yeah.
basically.
It's just superseded everything we talked about. It's just magical. That's what it is. Hate to talk about money, but did you manage to stay within budget?
Yeah, I stayed within budget. It was maybe more time than I thought it would be. But yeah, budget-wise, I think we're fine.
I love it. That's a fantastic bargain for that budget. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I will see you very soon.
Cheers.
Take it
care.
easy.
You too.
Wow, I thought I'd be impressed when I came here. Daniel's nailed it again. That is a truly beautiful piece. I am well impressed.
David was dumping the wardrobe, but EJ caught him just in time.
Hello.
Do you need a hand?
Yes, please.
He took the wardrobe to Daniel, who poured his heart and soul into turning it from dowdy to desirable. An online buyer purchased the cocktail cabinet, and now EJ is back in Woking to catch up with David and show him the transformation.
Hello.
David.
Nice to meet you again.
How are you? You all right?
All right, thank you.
Good stuff. So, I took your wardrobe away.
Yes.
You were going to smash it up, weren't you?
On this drive, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm so glad you didn't, because I took it to a lovely chap called Daniel in London, and he worked his magic. Did you have any ideas what we might do with it?
Not a clue.
No?
Not a clue.
Would you like to see what
Yes,
we did
please.
with it? Right. Here it is. So, as you can see, it's a completely different kind of cupboard.
Wow.
So he
What a
really,
picture.
really tidied it up.
Wow.
And
That's incredible.
he printed onto it this lovely deco design. He popped some legs on it. It looks pretty special, doesn't it?
It looks amazing.
So you're glad you didn't smash it up?
I'm really glad that I gave it to you,
Yeah.
EJ, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, look, we did manage to sell it and make a profit.
Oh, did you?
And so I've got some money to give to you.
I have it.
I've got for you, Dave, £385.
Blimey, fantastic. Fantastic, that is fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, that is, well, that's just, oh, can't believe it. It's our anniversary at the end of the week, so we're about to treat ourselves.
Fantastic. So that's what you're going to use it for?
Yeah.
Well, that is a fantastic way to spend the money. I wish you a happy anniversary. See you later, Dave.
Thank you very much.
Have a really good time.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Dave was absolutely speechless when I handed that cash over to him, and what a great windfall to celebrate his wedding anniversary with.
It cost £600 to reimagine the wardrobe. It was sold online for £985, making a whopping profit of £385 for David. EJ is back in Marlow to meet up with Neil.
I'm both curious and excited to see what he's done with all that sofa leather I left him. I hope I'm getting some bags.
Neil is never afraid to take risks, but will his crafty use of an old high-vis jacket turn out to be too much of a gamble?
Right, well, EJ's on his way. He's coming to pick up his old black leather sofa. I think he will be pleasantly surprised by the transformation. It's not just an ordinary black leather sofa anymore.
Not many bag makers would take on a beaten-up leather sofa, throw in a splash of high-vis and turn it into rucksacks. But then not many bag makers are Neil Ragg. Neil has crafted 2 bespoke leather rucksacks utilising as many bits of his sofa as possible. But the feature that really catches the eye is the triangular panel, one side made of high-vis jacket, the other black leather sofa. To give the wearer the choice between style or safety, 3 brass carabiner clips allow easy reversal. Neil has raided his store of cast-off car seat belts to make sturdy shoulder straps. It looks as if Neil's stuck to the brief, but will EJ give his seal of approval?
Whoa, look at those.
What do you think?
Hello. Wow.
You asked for a couple of rucksacks. We've just got a couple of rucksacks.
That's amazing.
There's your black leather sofa.
Yeah, these are hot, Neil.
So what we've got here is safety features. You've got your black leather sofa turned into a rucksack, but it could save your life.
Yeah, this is a lovely extra.
An old high-vis jacket, it was going to be thrown away, but I've cut out what was not dirty and turned them into these panels, which you can interchange between the high-vis safety feature or just smart black
Look at
leather.
that. So this bit says, look at me, I've got a sensible bag. And then this says, but I like to do adventurous things. These are fantastic. Budget-wise, we talked about £120 per bag. How did you get on with that?
What I've been able to do is keep the leather raw and unlined because the back of the leather is really nice. So not only has that kept the weight down, it's kept the price down. So, yes, we're in budget.
Fantastic.
Good.
Fantastic, Neil. OK, I'm going to go and sell them, and I'll see you again. 2 fantastic bags. They're high-end, they're high-vis. What more could you possibly want from a pair of bags? Ace.
Matt's black leather suite was heading for the skip until EJ intervened.
It looks like it's had a lot of good use, is that right?
Little kids,
Yeah.
Jump the guts out of it.
Yeah,
haven't
I've
they?
seen a bit of cereal down the side there.
Who better to upcycle some leather than Neil? With a bit of imagination and an old working jacket, Neil came up with 2 idiosyncratic rucksacks. The rucksacks were sold to a London bike shop, and owner Stuart is confident they'll sell.
They're very nice. I like the recycled element to them. I love the reflective bits. I think they're going to sell well.
With some cash in his pocket, EJ's in Chertsey to show Matt and his wife Hayley what became of the leather suite.
Hello.
Matt,
How are you?
how are you?
Not too bad, yeah, not too bad.
So last time we saw each other, we were down at the recycling centre.
That's right, yeah.
And
yeah.
you were unloading that massive leather sofa.
I remember.
Just remind me one more time, why were you getting rid of it?
It had had its day. It was ripped, covered in food, and yeah, broken to pieces. So.
Yeah. So I thought we could do something really useful with all that leather. So I took it to a really great maker called Neil.
Okay.
And he did something really amazing with it. You want to have a look?
I do, yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Right. So he made these.
Wow.
What do you think of
So he's
that?
made bags out of a sofa.
Yeah. So a couple of rucksacks.
That's our old sofa.
What do you think of that? Did you ever think it was going to go on to become bags?
No, not in a million years. No.
So you're happy with them, yeah?
100%, yeah. Well done.
Well, the other good news is I managed to sell them to a cycling shop in London. Got a bit of profit for you, £60.
Brilliant.
Any idea what you put that towards?
I'm sure she'll spend it somehow. Shopping. There you go.
Cool. All right, well, look,
That's brilliant.
have
Thank you very
fun
much.
shopping.
Will do.
And thanks very much.
Lovely. Thank you.
Bye. Wow, Matt was really impressed with what Neil had managed to do with his old leather sofas, and it was really lovely to give him a bit of cash, even though it wasn't in his hand for very long.
Neil made the 2 rucksacks for £240 and they sold for £300, giving Matt a profit of 60 quid. The tired blue cabinet has been given a new lease of life. The dull wardrobe is now a fabulous cocktail cabinet. And the black leather suite has become 2 trendy rucksacks.
Well, thanks to all of Daniel and Neil's hard work, items that were dull and drab are now funky and fab. And what's more, we've managed to make some money for nothing.
I'm loving the look of your rubbish.
How do you make money for nothing?
Don't throw that away yet.
The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
What are you dropping off? Anything exciting?
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
Wow.
Up your street.
Oh, Sarah.
She can transform her finds into desirable,
Those are amazing.
valuable,
I love them.
Good.
and let's hope, saleable items.
It's literally giving me goosebumps.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
My goodness, that's absolutely wonderful.
Welcome to Dunbar Recycling Centre, a steadfast hive of activity. And Sarah's on a mission to turn your trash into hard cash.
Well, that might look like a load of old rubbish to you, but to me, that is packed with potential profit. So I'm here to sift out the goodies from the garbage. Let's go get it.
But before you make a beeline for your local tip, take note. Sarah's been given special permission to seek out 3 items.
What was it then?
That she can reclaim, revitalise and sell on for a profit.
Round 1.
Sarah spots a familiar face. She's seen Jonathan before, but she couldn't want what he has today, surely.
Oh, I've always wanted a washing machine. Hi there. Giving up the ghost?
I think it has.
Doesn't look in too bad condition. Have you had it for a long time?
It's from a house that we've just moved into.
OK, so you don't really know what's going on with it. Oh, it's got a chain inside it.
There was some other junk left in the house.
Are you on a mission clearing out your house?
That was from a garage door, believe it or not.
How long have you been in your new house?
2 days.
2 days?
2 days.
You've got a sense of humour, you're not looking bad. I love the challenge of trying to make things out of things like your old washing machine or whoever's old washing machine it was. Would it be possible for me to take it away and to try and do something with it?
Be my guest. Fine.
Excellent. Well, I know that they're heavy and I know that they're full of interesting parts and exciting tubes and things, so I reckon there's potential to do something with it. If it works out, can I come and show you what has happened to your old washing machine?
I'd love you to, yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent indeed, Sarah. A good clean start to today's proceedings. What does Jonathan think Sarah will do with it?
I couldn't imagine, apart from sell the stainless steel drum. It's just a pile of cables and circuit boards.
That's a fair point, Jonathan, but you'd be surprised what goes on in Sarah's mind.
Well, wouldn't it be lovely if there were a whole heap of projects you could make out of an old washing machine? Well, there are hundreds of things you can do with this. It's full of interesting pieces. It's got a lovely stainless steel drum and loads of metal on it. And I've got a really good idea about where to send this. I just don't know what it's going to be made into.
And the man ready to take on the challenge? Kev Paxton. Kev worked as an industrial blacksmith for over 20 years before giving it up to pursue his passion of forging reclaimed metal into works of art, inspired by the rugged beauty of the Scottish countryside and its wildlife.
I'm really happy to work with salvaged or reclaimed pieces. People chuck too much stuff out, you know, it's just like a disposable life we're living now, and to make something, you know, pretty out of something that somebody else sees as rubbish is kind of a cool thing. I kind of like it.
Well, I'm glad you're up for a challenge, Kev, because there's a washing machine on its way. That's one item nicely tucked away. And as Sarah keeps a sharp eye on tip proceedings...
What's that? Somebody's had a go already, haven't they?
Dunbar Recycling Centre is certainly making an impression on her.
Love the recycling centre. Look at those.
It's those little touches that make all the difference. And it looks like friends Lorna and Donnie are doing their best to add their own furnishings to the place.
Look at that chair. Hello there. Hi. Hello, I'm Sarah. Hi there, how do you do?
Hi, nice to meet you, Lorna.
Lorna, hi there, hello.
I'm Donnie.
Donna, hi there.
Sarah.
Nice stuff. What's happening here?
Well, this was a project that I started, but it was too much for me, so...
Really?
Yeah.
So were you going to have a go at re-upholstery?
Well, you can see I've had a go.
These need to be longer, don't they?
Exactly.
You need one of those special things that
well, that's why I left it. Soon realised I'd done a bad job.
So when it started life, what did the chair look like when you got it?
Do you know, it was like a velvet, like a bright yellow velvet.
Wow.
And it had casters.
Right. And
which I took off to fix and Yeah.
I've got a few projects around like this. Sometimes they're a bit overwhelming, aren't they? But it looks like a pretty little, what do you think, nursing chair maybe?
I thought maybe a nursing chair because it's so low.
Yeah, it's a really interesting shape. It's got 50s sort of flair,
Yeah,
hasn't it? Something
yeah.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Well, would it be a project that I could take over and see if I can finish for you?
I'd love you to do that.
It looks like just the kind of thing that I always hope would turn up at the recycling centre. So, hey, fancy that? I'm loving it. I'm going to take it away, and when I've done something to it and finished with it, can I come and show you what's happened to it?
Of course, yes, yeah.
Thank you so much, and I'll be back in touch. Come and find you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A very pleasing find for Sarah. What do Lorna and Donnie think will become of their chair?
It's exciting. She's going to do marvellous things with it. I know she is.
It'll be lovely to see the finished product, won't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. Will it still be a chair?
Might not be.
You never know, ladies.
Well, it looks like the world and their wife have had a go at updating this chair. There's more tacks in it than you can point a stick at. But it's not going to stop me having a good go at it too. It's sweet, it's small, it'll go in a bedroom. There's nothing that will stop this going anywhere because it's such a cute size. So just got to make the most of it now. Very pleased to find that.
And the magnificent makers to take up this task, the Bristol Upholstery Collective. The collective is a maker's space that welcomes all with a shared passion for upholstery. Founded by Leanne Treadwell, this group of legendary ladies put their heads together to create furniture that has to be seen to be believed.
My style is very playful. I love to constantly challenge myself. I always want to do something new, and do it differently to how I might have done it before. If I wasn't an upholsterer, I reckon I'd be a back-end dancer. That was the dream in the 80s. MTV, I would have been there.
Glad to hear it, Leanne, because you're going to have to bust out some moves for this project. Two items loaded into the money-for-nothing van. It's time for Sarah to search for her own pound-making project.
Don't worry, I'll come and sit with you. There, that's better. Right, keep your eyes on the rubbish, yeah? Look at that.
And not a moment too soon, Rob has arrived. Let's hope he has a boot packed with scintillating scrap.
Hiya.
Oh, hello.
Oh, bit of an egg fan then.
Yes, we get through a lot of eggs.
What are you throwing out today then? Egg boxes and...
Cardboard, Z-bed, old radio.
Right. So quite interesting stuff, but I must admit, I think these might be the thing.
Well, I've tried to hand them back to the shops, but they're not really interested. I think they're a little bit too old.
Right. So do you buy them by the tray?
Oh, we buy them by the tray load, yeah. Yeah, that's for the past few weeks, yeah.
Past few, excellent. So what did you bake?
Well, we had some guests and there was a lot of scrambled eggs recently. Yeah,
Fantastic.
but a lot of baking.
A lot of baking.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, what would you do with a load of those if you weren't going to throw them away?
Well, like you, I'd probably come up with some idea of painting them, but you've got the gen, I have no idea. What would you do with them?
Do you know something? I haven't got a clue, but
Yeah.
there are so many of them, and I'm just seeing that lovely pattern as you're holding them, and I'm thinking, I want those rather than putting them in the skip. Can I take them away?
You can have them with pleasure.
Now, it might be a long shot, but if there's something to be made out of them, do you want to have a laugh and I'll come and find you and show you what it is?
Please do, yeah.
Fantastic.
I'd be delighted.
Well, that's great. Sorry, I'm Sarah.
OK, and I'm Rob.
Rob, I'll be back in touch. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Great.
They're quite unusual. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Sarah. Bye-bye.
Egg trays for Sarah. She's clearly feeling optimistic today. Any thoughts on what Sarah will do with them, Rob?
I've absolutely no idea. I mean, there's a challenge. I'm sure she'll come up with something. She has done before. She will do on these. She'll have great success somehow.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, sir.
I'm so excited I managed to poach these from Rob, because trays like this, well, there's a multitude of cracking ideas that you could do from these. Brain's a bit scrambled at the moment. Must be all the egg jokes. Honestly, a dozen egg trays doesn't get more exciting than this.
Well, maybe slight exaggeration there, Sarah. But there it is, 3 items found. Kev will tackle Jonathan's washing machine. Leanne and the gang will try to nurse Lorna's chair to good health. And Sarah plans to excite us all with Rob's egg trays. This is exhausting.
Well, who would have thought it? Such a variety of things have turned up here today. They're going to be interesting to make over, but I'm more than up for the challenge.
A hop, skip and a jump to the west is the beautiful city of Edinburgh. It's home to a real master of metalwork, our Kev. Cool, calm and always ready for action.
When she pitches up, we'll see what she's got and we'll hopefully be able to make something out of the goodies that she brings.
Well, Kev is my go-to man for metal, and I just hope I'm not pushing it too far by bringing him a washing machine. Think he's going to love it? Let's go find out. So I hope you don't mind. I brought you my washing machine.
Oh, wow. You've certainly brought enough water as well.
It's wet today, isn't it? Tell me, I think it is made of metal, isn't it? It feels heavy enough. It's not plastic, it is metal. So, is it
Sounds metal.
Do you think you can work with it?
I'll do something with it, yeah.
Really? Have you ever done anything with it before?
I washed my clothes once before with a washing machine. I've never made anything with one yet.
I know you like a challenge, don't you?
Yeah, I love a challenge.
Well, you certainly won't be disappointed this time.
The stainless steel or the drum inside them, they have been repurposed so many times. I mean, people make them into fire pits. I've seen all sorts of stuff made out of them. I was wondering about maybe using the holes in the washing machine to make some big lighting sculpture or something like that, but I'm all ears. Any ideas?
I think with the issues we're having today with the weather, I maybe see a weather vane, maybe a cockerel or something on the end of a weather vane.
Out of that?
Use all the sheet metal up and make feathers and things like that.
I think that would be amazing, but I can't imagine at all what it's going to look like. What would you put on it?
I think maybe like a traditional rooster. Looks like there's loads of shapes and bits of metal that I can make feathers out of. I might have to rake in the skip for a wee bit heavier for legs, but apart from that, it looks like we could do something.
A rooster out of a washing machine.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes.
Well, that was an unexpected outcome. What kind of budget does Kev have in mind?
We've just made one just now for $650, so it's sort of swinging about my head just now. That's maybe where the ideas came from.
OK.
So
And do you think I'm going to be pointing in the right direction for a profit on that?
I think there's good profit in that.
Fantastic. 650 quid for my old washing machine. I'll come and see you when it's done. Good luck. Hope it goes well.
Bring the sunshine back.
I will.
Yeah, that was a better turn up for the books, that one. Yeah, I'll be quite happy to get stuck into this one, and as ever, it'll be a challenge. But thrive on challenges, so yeah, let's do it.
Quite right.
Well, it had to be a weather vane, didn't it? I mean, look at it. There's all sorts going on here today. But I think 650 quid, it's going to look amazing. But is it going to go in the right direction for a good profit?
With a healthy budget of £650, Kev will need a solid wind at his back to help him with this one. The next port of call is one of the most famous ports of them all, Bristol. With its long history of trade, it's said that Bristolian sailors made landfall on the Americas before Christopher Columbus. Setting sail with Sarah on this task are Leanne and her collective crew. What's happening, Captain?
So Sarah's on her way, feeling pretty excited. Sarah always manages to find something really that we can get our teeth into.
Well, I brought this poor old nursing chair down to Bristol. It's an abandoned project. It's in a terrible state, but the girls down here, they love a challenge. Let's go and see what they make of this one. Hi there.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Got a little something for you.
You have?
Nice
Have
to
you
see
already started?
I think it was a project that somebody has had a go at and given up the fight on. It has got more tacks in it than you can believe and staples all over it. What do you think?
Well, half my work's done already.
Well, at least it's stripped. It has, I think, been made over a few times. It's got... looks like it may have been extended at the sides and at the back.
It's almost like someone's put extra shapes on to enhance what's already there in the original frame.
Yeah, they've tried to give it an update, increase the angles, make it a bit funkier. And then I think it's got some really recent upholstery on it. Somebody's stripped it. These are new staples and new webbing. So I think it ended up at the tip as an abandoned project. It wasn't quite going to plan.
Speaking of plans, how does Sarah think Leanne should approach this particular project?
It's quite tricky to imagine how it would look all done again, but I was hoping we'd be able to reposition it to make it into something quite fun and exciting. How does that sound?
That sounds great. This shape needs enhancing to make it really bold and stand out, so we'll see what we can do. Maybe some patterns, bring some real punchy, fun colours, shapes.
I think those are just the right things that we should be throwing at this chair. It definitely needs some love and some cherishment, so I'm happy to hand it over. Have you got a figure in mind? Because it's not a huge chair.
It's not a huge chair, and actually, because it's small, I reckon in the region of 375.
OK, I was thinking 350, so if you're coming in about that, I think that's
We'll see what we can
fair.
do.
Yeah, OK, lovely. That would be great. Well, don't hold back, OK? Nice to see you. Have fun.
Thanks. So Sarah's left us a nursing chair. Exciting little project. I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
With a budget of £375, it will take all the collective skills of Leanne's team to turn this little chair into a big success story. Under the wide skies of the idyllic Sussex countryside, Sarah's at home in her workshop, preparing for her latest endeavour, the egg trays.
So you might wonder why I have saved 10 egg trays from going into the tip. And I have wondered that too, but I do think that they are lovely things. They're sculptural, they're a great piece of design. They're something that we see every day and we don't pay any attention to. But on closer inspection, I think they've got some great qualities. Really like all of these little dimples on the back, and I think these might be the features that make this a really useful material. So I'm thinking, if I can cut them out, get some lovely shapes, I can then make something decorative, probably lighting. First thing I'm going to do is cut them up and see how they look. These are really tricky to cut. I think they're slightly lumpy and the material is not exactly even, so just keep coming across bits that are almost impossible to cut through. Anyway, what else am I going to do?
Considering the amount of cutting required, getting some help would be marvellous.
This was supposed to be one of my best projects ever.
It will be.
Ah, help and encouragement. Thanks, Libby. But it looks like the scissors aren't quite cutting it.
I think this will work. Excellent.
Oh, Sarah, let's try to ignore that. What's next, please?
So my plan is to dip these into liquid plaster of Paris, and I'm just popping a little wire inside them to make the dipping easy and so I can attach them afterwards. 300 of those? No problem. Well, these look like a lovely pile of components. Time to dip them in plaster of Paris, which is quite tricky because it goes off really quickly, so some fast-moving stuff, I think.
As well as working at a quick pace, it's also essential to always wear gloves when working with plaster of Paris.
Really love the idea of working with plaster of Paris because I think it makes it feel like porcelain. While those are all drying, I thought I'd crack on and make the structure of the lampshade. I want something really big and impressive, and this old standard shade is just the right structure, I hope, for pinning all those to. I'm planning to cut it up, tweak the shape of it so it's still nice and strong, and then attach those to it. Should be fine. So this chicken wire is going to be my final layer of the skeleton, and then I can start attaching little cones. Don't know if I've got enough of these. I suppose just start at the bottom and work up.
Looks like quite a big area to cover, Sarah. Good luck. Sarah's costs so far are a modest £21, but there's plenty still to do to whisk this project into shape. On the edge of Scotland's spectacular capital city, Kev is bringing his usual optimism to his task of transforming the washing machine.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun.
It's something really unusual for me to do this one. Totally pushing my limits here. I'm barely going to have enough materials by the look of it. I thought when I first saw it, it was going to be pretty, you know, loads of materials. But now I see how many parts of plastic are on it, I'm thinking, oh no, I don't make plastic weather vanes, so yeah, we'll have to see.
Kev's first job is to start taking it apart to get a proper look at how much usable material he has for the weather vane. And then it's on to the design itself.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make a rooster, big weathercock, and sort of give him like a big sort of crown, a Mohican, a bit like myself, and loads of wee feathers, you know, all laid on top of each other. All sort of, you know, feather shapes and coming down, and a big sort of, you know, like a French-style rooster, a big sort of proud tail or an arrogant tail, depending on the way you want to look at it. So quite labour-intensive. Just hopefully we've got enough material in the washing machine. Or Sarah's going to have to bring a tumble dryer to me as well.
There'd be plenty to choose from at the tip, as it happens. The number of electronic goods being thrown out is on the rise, with over a whopping 900,000 tonnes being dumped in the UK every year.
We've got to buff some of the paint off of this part of the washing machine. Now, we'll do a wee trial with it. We need to take the paint off it so we can get an earth for the plasma. So we'll do a wee trial before we strip the rest of the machine down and then see if we've got enough for feathers. There's sparks coming for it, that's always a good sign. It means there's some iron on it, which keeps me happy.
If you're happy, Kev, then we're happy. Next up, it's time to cut out some parts for the weather vane and find out if there'll be enough to make the cockerel.
So I'm going to do his comb, the wee sort of jowly hanging down bits that come from his beak, and a couple of the big sort of tail feathers. So what we do now with our parts is we put them together, or roughly together, just to make sure that's how we're going to go. So we've got his part of his tail, that'll be his comb. We'll forge this bit and get a wee bit more sort of texture into it. His jewels, and then all these wee parts are just sort of, you know, sort of like banana shapes. We'll just sort of lay them all in, and it then sort of becomes like feathers. So it's just sort of like a jigsaw. And unfortunately, the picture of the jigsaw's in my head, which makes it scary.
Time to get some more pieces for that jigsaw. There's a serious amount of graft to be done. In the beautiful city of Bristol, the girls are about to get started on the old nursing chair. What's the plan, Leanne?
So this is someone's abandoned project, obviously, and we're going to stick with it. We're going to continue this project. I'm going to get a little bit of help. Ellen and Charlotte are going to get involved. We're going to make this really bold, bright, maybe quite carnival. I don't know, let's see how we get on.
Oh, who doesn't like a bit of carnival? Time for Ellen and Charlotte to join the festivities.
So this is our next project. I think it's all right. The frame's sturdy enough. It's had all these additional bits put on it. Obviously, it needs a lot of stripping still, but most of it's done, which is great. But there's still some bits left. Let's finish it for them.
Ellen and Charlotte are going to focus on stripping the rest of the chair, while Leanne begins preparing the different layering. What do you think of this little project, Charlotte?
I like the chair. It's got a good shape to it.
Charlotte may like the shape, but it is a little unconventional, giving the girls a few things to think about.
How's it going?
Good. I think we've got all the
done
there.
That. Great. Yeah. Amazing. Should we flip it back up and actually see what we're left with? Brilliant. Oh, thanks for that. That looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, nice sturdy frame.
Easy. So next we just do some webbing. Ready for the foam bits to drop on. I've measured the back of the chair here, and actually whilst the girls are still putting on the webbing, I'm gonna cut a piece of foam that can wrap all the way around the back, that beautiful curve in the triangular shape of the back of the chair.
I'm just putting webbing on the bottom of this seat so it's nice and strong and people can sit in it for lots and lots of years to come.
Once the webbing is in place, Ellen will apply some Hessian fabric. Industry standard, it provides a strong foundation for the foam that will follow.
Great. The girls are off getting a cup of tea. They've finished putting all this together. Let's just see if this is going to fit.
Leanne and the girls are underway with reviving this old nursing chair. But with the upholstery still to do, the chair's unique frame could still complicate the whole operation. In Sussex, Sarah is putting the finishing touches to her egg tray lampshade.
Well, if life gives you egg boxes, make luxury lighting. It's the only thing to do.
When Sarah spotted the collection of egg trays, she optimistically thought, I could do something with those. And amazingly, she was absolutely right. A lot of time and effort went into cutting up the trays before the cardboard egg cups were covered in plaster of Paris. Sarah shaped the lamp from an old lampshade and chicken wire and added paper leaves that she dipped in plaster of Paris before spraying them with gold paint, creating a show-stopping light fitting from some tatty old cardboard needed a lot of vision. But then we are talking about Sarah.
So what do you think? I reckon it's a cracker. Actually, I'm going to try not to make any more references to the egg boxes, apart from saying that they inspired this light. I think, altogether, it's rocking a certain look. I don't know if it's going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm hoping somebody will give it a new home, because to turn a profit on a couple of egg trays, that would be amazing.
When Sarah met Rob at the recycling centre, he was positive, but also aware that she certainly faced quite a test.
There's a challenge. I'm sure she'll come up with something.
It was certainly an undertaking, but Sarah had a vision. It was ambitious, but thankfully it was also a success. Sarah took some pretty pictures, uploaded them to social media, and the lampshade sold to a private buyer. Now Sarah's off to visit Rob to hand over the profit.
Hello, Rob.
Oh, Sarah, hi.
Nice to see you.
And you again.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Yeah.
So, if there has to be something that's unusual that I've taken from the tip, it must be the egg trays.
Well, I do wonder what you made of them.
I worked on them, and a bit of a challenge, and I went through all sorts of ideas, but I decided that lighting was the thing to do with your egg boxes.
Really?
Do you want to see it?
Oh, yes, please.
So, they now look...
Wow!
...like that.
My goodness me.
So I dipped them...
I would never have thought that.
I dipped them in plaster of Paris. I mounted them on chicken wire because I thought it was appropriate, and I put some light inside them. So that's how they ended up. What do you think?
That was brilliant. Very good. Very good. Excellent.
See? You can't help yourself, can you? I've been doing it all the time.
Yeah.
It was a lovely, fun project. It took quite a while, but I did manage to create something that was saleable, and I didn't think I was going to. So I'm pleased to say that it's actually sold as well. And I've got £124 here for you, for your egg trays.
You're joking?
Nope.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Slightly surprising amount of money
Very
there.
surprising. Honestly, that is amazing from some egg boxes. God, lovely amount.
Do you have anything in mind that you might spend that on?
A wedding anniversary holiday.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, that should buy you a nice supper or something like that.
Well, indeed. Thank you very much indeed.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, I think Rob was a little bit surprised with the outcome of what happened to his egg trays, and if you want to have a go, it's a cracking project.
Sarah's costs came to £21. The lampshade was sold for £145, giving Rob a tidy profit of £124. Edinburgh, Scotland, where the winters are long, but there's plenty of creativity to warm your heart. Kev's busy in his workshop applying the finishing touches to what was once a worn-out washing machine.
Sarah dropped off a wash machine, and I'm happy with how the items turned out. I'm just hoping Sarah is equally as happy as I am.
Well, you're about to find out, Kev.
So £650 to turn a washing machine into a weather vane. That's an obvious choice, isn't it? Can't imagine what it's going to look like. Let's go and find out what kind of spin Kev's put on it.
Sarah spotted the washing machine at the recycling centre. If ever there was a piece of junk that was all washed up, this was it. But just look what's come out in the wash. Making use of every piece of metal he could strip from the washing machine, Kev has cut, forged and sculpted to create some serious sunshine with his weather vane. But what will Sarah make of it?
Hiya. Oh, wow.
Hello.
What have you done with my washing machine? Is that really a washing machine?
That was a washing machine.
It's really difficult to imagine what you might have to do to a washing machine to turn it into a weather vane, but whatever it is, it's clearly working. How was it? What have you done?
I dissected the washing machine. I cut all the panels off, and basically I'm left with sheet metal. Cut them into feathers and combs and pieces and just weld it all together.
So in terms of what came out of the washing machine, was it strictly the cockerel, or are any of these bits washing machine related?
The feather on the arrow and the cockerel, all of that is the washing machine. The other parts, I needed these to be solid, so I needed to use parts out of my own skip, just so it didn't blow too much in the wind.
It's a really beautiful thing, isn't it? And I like the fact you've added a bit of colour.
He's cheeky.
He has got so much attitude.
Maybe his chest's a wee bit more out than the others, so maybe he's a wee bit prouder. Maybe the fact that it's, hey, I was a washing machine, but I'm top bird now.
Top bird is right, but how did we fare with the budget?
So I think the budget was $650. How did the money work out?
Yeah, I managed to come within budget.
Do you think this is the world's first washing machine weather vane?
It very possibly could be.
It's beautifully done. I just love his attitude. I think on the top of a building, he's going to look just amazing.
And if he is the world's first washing machine weather vane,
Thank you so much for that.
then it'll be a lovely new feather in Kev's cap.
To make it so people smile is the important thing, and that worked. You know, Sarah's smell was beaming when she walked in, which makes me smell, you know, we're all happy.
Well, it's a bit of a leap of faith investing £650 in a washing machine. But that weather vane is going to be the crowning glory on somebody's very special building. And on that basis, I think that is definitely a winner.
When Sarah met Jonathan at the tip, the old appliances from his new house had to go.
It's just a pile of cables and circuit boards.
Don't forget a little metal. And in Kev's hands, that's all you need. And at The View, a wedding venue near Bathgate, all you need is love. And, of course, a weather vane of the highest quality. Event coordinator Jenny tells us why.
When we first seen it, it was just so unique. We just thought it would fit the venue perfectly, and it's just amazing. The detail in it is unreal.
Now, Sarah is off to see Jonathan to hand over some cash.
Hello there.
Hi.
Jonathan, nice
Sarah.
to see you. Well, when I saw you at the recycling centre, you were actually dropping off stuff that other people had left here, weren't you?
A washing machine, yeah.
Yeah, so...
So I can't imagine what you've turned that into.
Well, it didn't go far. There's a fantastic blacksmith artist who works near here called Kev, and he specialises in using any sort of metal to make things out of. And he took one look at the washing machine and went, so obvious.
So obvious.
It's a weather vane.
What? I cannot believe that was the washing machine.
So all the panels of your washing machine cut up to make the feathers. He's used some of the bits in the other parts of the weather vane and transformed it into a beautiful, useful piece of equipment. What do you think?
When do I put it on the roof?
I wish it was that simple. Are you impressed that that came out of your washing machine?
I am impressed, yeah. I'm really surprised. I would never have thought he would be... Well, he's cut it up into small pieces and fabricated a a cockerel out of it, which is amazing.
It is a really good-looking piece. It was a big investment to have made, but his work is fantastic. So really pleased that it's sold, and there is some profit for you here.
Oh, fantastic.
I've got £50 profit there for you.
Well, thank you very much. But we're not going to keep it. We're going to give it to the local lifeboat, Dunbar Lifeboat.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I can see how close you are to the sea, so I expect that it's quite busy around here.
Just being careful, because I like a bit of canoeing.
Oh, I'll get in there early with that then.
There you go, one happy customer and a great cause.
Well, you learn to expect the unexpected, don't you? A weather vane made out of a washing machine and a great profit for the local lifeboat crew.
Kev's cost for the weather vane was £650. It was sold for £700, giving Jonathan a profit, obviously, of £50. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Bristol was once voted the best place to live in the UK. And I'm sure Leanne would agree, as she gives the nursing chair a final rub down.
Sarah's specified that it was going to be making the most of the features of the it was an abandoned project, so there were various different shapes that we really wanted to accentuate. I think we've done that. I think she's going to be pretty impressed.
Well, it's great to be back in Bristol to pick up that nursing chair. It had really lost its sense of identity, but I'm hoping Leanne and the team have given it a whole new look and a great personality.
When Sarah found the old nursing chair at the tip, all attempts to transform it had failed. But now the transformation is complete. Keeping the chair's shape, the collective used it as a springboard to enhance every aspect of the chair. From the new cushioned seat to the colourful legs to the smooth and bright fabrics which meet all UK fire safety standards. Leanne promised a carnival, but will Sarah join the fiesta?
Leanne?
Hey.
Oh, wow. Look at that. What have you done? Oh,
it's pretty bright.
Really transformed that, haven't you? What a great look. It's lovely. Were you pleased with it?
I love it.
So I'm just imagining, what have you done with the shape? Did you slim it back down? Or
Actually, we worked with the shape that was already intended before when you dropped it off here. We just worked from that frame.
But you've given that a real boost, haven't you?
Yeah, it's kind of in proportion.
This is lovely. It feels frivolous, doesn't it?
That splash of neon really just brings it alive.
It's beautiful. And so the fabric...
So this is a local artist in Bristol. That's her design. So we had it printed.
Fantastic, and a lovely moleskin feeling to it.
Great. And then this is a lovely suede.
That is beautiful, and piped in suede as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's got a luxury feel to it, hasn't it?
It's brilliant.
And looking around the back and seeing that lovely, bright pom-pom strip, really frivolous, isn't it?
It's great.
And it's very clever just to pick out the bits on the legs.
A very satisfied Sarah. Time to talk budget.
I did have a budget, I think, 375, but has that been affected by addition of suede?
This project was actually quite a simple one. It was quite quick to do. The materials were really affordable. So we have come in under budget, so I might just have to knock 50 quid off for you.
50 quid off? Fantastic news. Really chuffed with that. Really chuffed with it.
It appears that Sarah is extremely chuffed, and she's not alone.
I'm really happy with this project. I think Sarah really liked it. I'm really hoping that it makes a nice profit for her. I think it should do. It's a great little chair. Someone's going to love it, that's for sure.
There's a lot of love going round for this chair. Thank you, ladies. You done good.
Well, that's the way to do it. A fantastic new look and a super saleable chair.
When Sarah met her at the skip, Lorna was reluctantly saying goodbye to an unfinished venture.
This was a project that I started, but it was too much for me, so...
Really?
Yeah.
With Lorna providing the perfect frame to work from, Leanne and her ladies brought it all home. And soon it was arriving at its new abode, Wreckage at Home, a vintage interior shop in Doncaster. For owner Rachel, it was a no-brainer.
The pom-poms attracted me straight away to this chair, and it's really vibrant and funky, and our customers will love it.
Now Sarah's bound for Bonnie, Scotland to hand over the profit to Lorna.
Hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Lovely to see you, Lorna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really well, really well. So I caught you at the tip, disposing of an armchair that you'd started working on it, hadn't you? Wasn't it a project?
Well, I'd stripped it bare and then didn't have time to finish it.
It was a really sweet little chair, good shape.
Yeah.
But what were you going to do with it? What colour were you going for? What was the plan?
Well, I thought it was kind of retro, so I probably would have maybe picked something colourful and bright, maybe a retro fabric. I hadn't really thought too much about it.
Oh, well, that's always interesting to hear. It was something that actually went down to Bristol. There's a group of girls down there who run this fantastic cooperative of upholsterers, and they took it on between them, and I've got some pictures to show you. And I think it might be up your street.
Oh, my goodness. It was fantastic.
Is it all right?
I would never have done anything like that with it.
They have chosen a bespoke print for it, a beautiful designer fabric. It's got pom-poms, it's piped, it's got suede.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Do you like it?
Back, please.
No, it's gone off to a new home. So there's some money.
Is it all good?
It's £45 profit after all the
brilliant.
costs, so there's a little bit of money, maybe.
Well, thank you very much.
It's an absolute pleasure. What might you do with £45?
Well, there's an art exhibition at the weekend and there's a painting I like, so I'll put it towards that.
Oh, I'm so pleased you like it. Well, enjoy the exhibition.
Thank you.
Absolute
you for doing
pleasure.
that.
It's a pleasure.
It was lovely to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Leanne and the gang came in under budget at £325. The chair sold for £370, leaving Lorna with a £45 profit. Sarah salvaged 3 items from the tip. It was carnival time in Bristol with the nursing chair. Kev had us in a spin with his weather vane. And Sarah shone a light on what can be achieved with egg trays. Extraordinary. Sorry, one for the road, that was.
So that's 3 more items that have been saved from the skips and useful chunks of money handed over to people whose items were destined to be dumped. Some people have lovely rubbish, don't they?
How do you make money for nothing?
Are you chucking that, really?
We are, yeah. The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
Presume it hasn't come straight out of the sitting room, then?
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore
My colour?
wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff, and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
Is that it?
Yep.
She can transform her finds into desirable,
Absolutely amazing.
valuable,
Goodness me.
and let's hope, saleable items.
Oh, my word.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
I didn't dream it would ever come to anything like that.
Welcome to Whitley Recycling Centre. A hustling and bustling hive of activity where Sarah's on a mission to turn your trash into hard cash.
Well, it's looking like it's going to be an absolute scorcher. I'm after some hot stuff to turn a cool profit.
But before you make a beeline for your local tip, take note. Sarah's been given special permission
Anything exciting?
to seek out 3 items
They're nice and solid, aren't they?
that she can reclaim, revitalise and sell on for a profit. First to get Sarah's attention is Michael, who has a van load of furniture cast-offs.
Look at that stuff. Hi there.
Hello.
Kill, your rubbish is classy.
Well, it's not mine. It's my dear friend Rita. She's moving house and she's going to a slightly smaller place, and this was really in her shed.
So what do you reckon, 1930, something like that?
No idea. I'm not an expert. She told me it's an heirloom.
Right.
So, you know, she's had it since she was a girl.
Yep.
And she was born, I'd like to tell you.
In which decade, roughly?
You know, about the 1930s.
30s, that's what I was going to say.
So,
it looks to me 20s, 30s shape,
yes.
that lovely little sort of shell shape back to it. It's instantly recognisable as being a period thing, and that makes it saleable because people who have houses full of 1930s stuff want chairs like that to go in it. So
I think it's brilliant.
Can I take that away and see if I can do something with it?
I'm sure she would say yes. I'm going to say yes, because I thought it was lovely. I found it behind a lot of rubbish. I pulled off plastic bags, and there it was, and I thought, how sweet.
I would love to take that away, but can I come and find you, or you and Rita, maybe?
I would love to say. I'm sure she'd be delighted to meet you.
Fantastic. Well, it's so hot. I'm going to say thank you so much, and I'm going to take it away, and I'm going to come and find you.
It's
brilliant.
all
Have a
yours.
lovely afternoon.
Thank
Well done
you
for helping
very
out.
much.
Thank you.
A cracking first find. Well, Michael, any thoughts on what might happen to the chair?
Frankly, I've no idea whatsoever, but I'm sure from what I hear of Sarah, she will do wonders with it, and it will look absolutely fabulous. That much I can say, and I'm sure that Rita will be absolutely delighted.
Good man. No pressure, Sarah.
Well, the acid test, you've got to sit on them, haven't you? Oh, lovely. I think cocktail hour has arrived early. This is an absolute cracker. It's pretty. It might not be in perfect condition at the moment, but it's really decorative. And a chair like this, it can go into a bedroom, it can go in the corner of a sitting room, and it is going to look lovely. New upholstery fabric, tidy up those feet. This is going to be an absolute gem.
And the artisans who will pick up this challenge? The Bristol Upholstery Collective. This creative cooperative welcomes all with a shared passion for upholstery. Founded by Leanne Treadwell, this group of legendary ladies put their heads together to create furniture that has to be seen to be believed.
My style is very playful. I love to constantly challenge myself. I always want to do something new, and do it differently to how I might have done it before. If I wasn't an upholsterer, I reckon I'd be a back-end dancer. That was the dream in the 80s. MTV, I would have been there.
Well, Leanne, you might need some fancy footwork for this one. That's one item nicely tucked away, and while Sarah keeps a sharp eye on the rubbish...
What's that?
Her nose is sniffing out the sweet smell of success.
I'd like to stand here all day doing this, but there's rubbish to find.
Correct, Sarah. No time to hang about.
Hi there.
Unless, of course, you used to be a hat, a coat or a scarf in Claire's household.
Hi there.
Oh, hello.
You clearing out?
I am indeed, yes.
Old wardrobe or something?
No, it's not actually. It's a downstairs cloakroom. We used to hang our coats on
Oh,
these.
yeah. So are you refurbing?
Totally, yes.
Fantastic. I like the look of them. Have you got an old house? Have they been there for long?
About 1930s.
Lovely. Do you know something? There's something about old stuff. It just wears so well, and it's so nice to see it. Just the thought of all the people putting their coats and hats on them. They're fab. So you're chucking them out?
We are, yes. We've actually just had a new boot room built, so I want all of the coats out of the cloakroom. So this has all come down.
Lovely old things. It'd be great to stop those going into the wood skip.
A nice mishmash as well, isn't there?
Yeah, oh look, yeah, the one on the end is lovely. Very
Yes.
sweet. Is this something that I might be able to take away and reuse?
Yeah, I'd be delighted if you could, yes.
If I could do something with them, can I come and find you and show you what I've done with them?
I would love you to, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, yeah, I think they could be repurposed really nicely. So I'm going to take those away, say thank you very much, and I'll be back in touch.
Wonderful. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sarah's properly hooked. Thoughts on their future, Claire?
I really hope they're going to go in a family home. I hope other children are going to hang their cooks up on those hooks in the same way that we did.
Loads of hooks here, so I think definitely worth saving. A bit smaller than the usual stuff that I take away, but I like the fact, I think they're 1930s. Somebody else has had a really good go and repainted around them a load of times. So they've been loved before, and I think we should love them again. And I know exactly who to take them to.
And the man to hang her hopes on, Bruce Forsyth. Bruce and his magnificent beard hail from New Jersey in the USA. His passion is wood in all of its shapes and sizes.
My personality is reflected in my work by trying to do things unique and trying to have my work reflect that. I don't look what other people are making. I try to just do my own thing. I love working with salvage pieces. I think the transformation is the best part. To take something no one sees any value in, and you put value in it. And I love being a part of that.
Well, Bruce, you might have your work cut out adding value to what Sarah's bringing you. That's 2 items loaded into the money for nothing van. It's time for Sarah to search for her own pound-making project. And she's promoting the health benefits of recycling while she waits.
Keep going, it's good fitness. You don't have to go to the gym if you've been to the tip.
Let's hope Paul's got some rubbish that's fit for a makeover.
What's that?
It's a coffee table.
Right.
Belonged to my mother-in-law.
OK.
And she was brought up by her aunt, who was married to a Russian.
Right.
He was one of the White Russians who was, in fact, the financier to the Tsar.
Wow, he was well connected then.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and that's where it came from, but it's been knocked about a bit over the years, as you can see, I'm afraid, so it's a bit on its last legs.
it looks unfamiliar. It's not something that I'm sensing is English. I don't know about the decoration on it or anything, that it just looks really interesting, but I'm not sure what I'm looking at. So
No, well, I'm afraid I can't help you because I don't know either, but I think, you know, she treasured it and we always associate it with her, but I don't really know its origins, I'm afraid.
I just love the fact it's got that detail on it.
Yeah, it's quite pretty, isn't it?
So you just chucking it out, you've had enough of it?
I was going to, yeah, because, you know, didn't know what to do with it.
I think it's just the kind of thing that'd be worth having a closer look at to see if any of it can be salvaged or remodelled or something like that.
Good.
Is that something I could take away rather than you?
Of course, yeah. My wife would be delighted because she, you know, she's got some sentimental value. I had to sort of almost wrestle it off her time.
Well, it's difficult when things are in the kind of condition that you don't want in the middle of your sitting room. Then you sort of wonder what to do with it, don't you? Yeah. So I think what you do is you give it to me, and you let me do something with it. And if I can manage to restore it or remake it into something, can I come?
Perfect. It's yours.
And can I come and find you and show you what I've done with it?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That's very kind of you, sir. What do you think Sarah has in store for it?
No idea. Because it's very scruffy, I'm afraid. It's really scruffy, so I don't know. She might use it as firewood.
Well, this table is just the perfect example of why it's such fun to spend a day at the recycling centre. I've never seen anything like it before. I've got no idea who made it or how old it is, but I just know that when it was first made, it would have been absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to take a chance on this one, rescue it, see if there's something to be done with it, and hopefully come back and show Paul something that just looks, well, a lot more exciting than this.
There it is then, 3 items found. Leanne and the gang will swing into action with the Art Deco chair. Bruce will be hooked up with the coat racks. And Sarah will be rushing home to tackle the table.
Well, it has been an absolute scorcher here today. Whitley has been on fire, but I've gathered great items and I know exactly which direction to take them in. It's onwards and upwards.
Our first port of call is to one of the most illustrious ports of them all, Bristol. Some of the most famous voyages in the world have started out from this historic city. But sailing into town today is a new journey for our Bristol Upholstery team. How are you feeling, Leanne?
So Sarah's on her way. I'm really excited to see what she's bringing in this time. Usually it's something that we can let our imaginations run wild on. So let's just wait and see.
Well, my sweet little tub chair has travelled well to Bristol, and I'm hoping the Bristol girls can give it a proper update. At the moment, it's looking really sad.
Oh, poor little tub chair. Here's hoping Leanne can turn that frown upside down.
What do you reckon to this little number?
Wheeling in.
How you doing? Nice to see you.
Good, nice to see you.
Should we have a look at it?
Yeah,
Do you
let's
want to
get
pop it
it
up
up.
with me? Thank you. Hold on, let me get rid of the skateboard. There. What do you think?
Very cute.
It is quite sweet, isn't it?
But a bit chubby.
Do you think somebody's just squashed it? Do you think it's wear? It would have been a bit tighter in the beginning.
I think they were made to be quite sort of frumpy in a way, but I like this.
I haven't had a really close look at it, but it's not looking in any sort of state. But I have got a vision for it.
Have you now?
I love macaroons, and I just think that sometimes when you go into a patisserie and you see these beautiful pastely coloured macaroons, you just have that, I've got to buy them. But I think it'd be great to give it some kind of patisserie chic.
Patisserie chic sounds pretty sweet.
Maybe some lovely soft tones on it, something like that.
And make it yummy.
Oh, I love yummy. Exactly.
I mean, it's a gorgeous shape. Maybe we can play with that in some way, bring it out a little bit more.
Yeah, and if we can enhance that deco look, then I think we'll be onto a winner.
Optimism abounds. But how much of a winner will depend on the budget.
Let's say 425.
OK,
How does that sound?
That's fine. I think any more than that, I'm going to struggle to make a lot of profit on it just because it's so small. So see how you get on. And, yeah, give me a shout when my macaroons are done.
Great, I will do.
Deal done. We're up and running. Thoughts, Leanne?
There's lots of components to it. I really want to look inside and see what this framework's saying. There's a lot actually to figure out. It could be quite a challenge to really transform it and make it delicious.
And with a tasty budget of £425, it leaves very little macaroon for error. In the beautiful surroundings of rural Yorkshire, Bruce has taken delivery of the cast-off coat hooks. How are you feeling about them, Bruce?
I don't think it's bad. I think there's some potential here. I really do. Waiting to hear what Sarah says. I'm thinking maybe a light fixture, possibly a coat rack.
Bruce has one or two ideas. Time for Sarah to share her thoughts.
Hi, Sarah. How you doing?
Yeah, really well. Now tell me, have a little package of coat hooks arrived for you?
Yes, it has.
What do you think of them?
Honestly, it's just a little set of coat hooks. I don't know how much we can do with it other than make me a floor standing rack. I don't have too many ideas what your ideas were.
That is pretty much where I got to.
Okay.
I was thinking like some kind of citadel.
Something like that, yeah. Clean, but interesting.
So it's to be a freestanding coat stand with a citadel or fortress-style design. What's the budget?
Say about £150 for materials and labor.
That sounds amazing. At that price, there's some meat on the bone to make a profit, so just go for it and hope you have fun.
All right, thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
An imposing freestanding coat stand it is then. Happy, Bruce?
It was great speaking to Sarah. She had a wonderful idea, and we're going to go with it. I'm going to put some artistic flair on this thing and really do something with, honestly, a very basic set of hooks.
Bruce is bringing his American optimism, and he may need every ounce of it on this project. Time to break out the pencil and paper. What's the plan, Bruce?
So what I'm thinking before I start here is I'm thinking 2 coat racks for the small hooks and some wall-mounted pieces of wood for the larger hooks. We're going to do modern design for this.
For the smaller coat hooks, Bruce will build a freestanding coat stand with a hint of Sarah's citadel theme.
Okay, so that's kind of the general design, and the hooks will go here on the ends. There we go.
Sounds ambitious and looks a bit scary. But with a budget of £150, let's hope Bruce will be able to hang tough on this task. In Sussex, Sarah is back at her workshop, raring to get started on the old table. She's done some digging and believes that the design on the top may have originated from the Orient.
In its heyday, this would have been the most amazing piece of furniture. It would have been really expensive, vibrant, beautifully made, and the centre of a room. But right now, it has no redeeming features. It's broken, somebody's had a really bad go at mending it several times, and there's nothing appealing about it. Apart from these tiny birds, just a little bit left here that I think definitely worth saving. So the first thing I'm going to do is polish it up a bit, see if I can bring out the last of these details, and then make a plan for putting them back into use.
Sarah is using an emulsion made of beeswax and turpentine, applied with a healthy measure of that old reliable.
Well, I think this is going to be all about the elbow grease, because projects like this, you just need to keep going at it. There's layers of dirt on here.
Sarah's mighty polish has delivered good results. Time for the next step, Bramble?
Who knows how to get these off?
With a bit more than elbow grease, I'm afraid, Sarah.
Well, I can't cut the top until I've got the legs off. And it looks like somebody has screwed and glued and filled them.
Complain, complain, complain.
They look nasty.
Yep, a tough cookie this one, Sarah, but it's nothing you can't handle.
I think it might have had other layers on the top of it and been some kind of huge stand, because this really doesn't tie up with the shape on the top. So somebody's definitely had a go at this before.
Regrettably for us.
It's looking really good, isn't it? Shattered, splintered, and deeply unattractive. Better crack on.
And what does cracking on entail exactly?
In Russia, traditionally, they made beautiful little hand-painted boxes, and I'm going to use my Chinese table with Russian connections to have a go at making some of those. I've got some of these craft boxes to help me along the way, and I'm hoping if I can cut out the details to make lids, I might make something that's saleable. I think it's going to be really hard work, though.
Oh, Sarah, that's never stopped you before.
I want a rough outline of where I'm going to cut around, because I'm not sure how this wood is going to trim up, so I think I'll cut it in a rough way and then see if I can do a really fine trim and sand around the outside. Well, it's cutting quite well. No going back now. One down, 5 to go. How's that going to work then? It's going to be a really weird box, isn't it? That's a really bad shape. The boxes aren't really round.
You're not filling us with confidence.
These aren't a completely true circle. They're only made of cardboard, so they're not an ideal template.
Now, Sarah, good crafters don't blame their templates.
That's not very round.
So far, things aren't shaping up too well for the old table. But having spent only £20 so far, let's hope Sarah will eventually come out on top. In the beautiful city of Bristol, Leanne and her team are about to get started on the Art Deco style chair.
So we've had a little feel about for what potentially could be underneath. There's only one way to find out, and that's to get the bottom cloth off and see what's inside. Let's have a go. Should we grab some tools?
Oh yes, grab some tools and start ripping.
I don't like this leg anyway.
You heard the lady. Take a walk, leg. Or should I say, hop it. What lies beneath the material will play an important part in the direction of the restoration.
Yep, it is a metal frame.
This is good news for the girls. Certainly no chance of woodworm, and a nice sturdy base to build on.
We found a load of wadding. This stuff has been packing out this area that covers the springs, and then this is coir, which is the layer that sits on top of the spring so you don't feel the metal when you're sat down. It's really old. It definitely needs rebuilding, so we just got to get on with it.
So the chair needs to be stripped back to basics, and it looks as if all that unpicking might take a while. If it's time you need, ladies, you shall have it. In West Yorkshire, Bruce is about to get cracking. His plan is to make a coat stand and coat rack from the old hooks. Sounds good. What's first on the to-do list?
The next step is to mock up a prototype out of some cheap scraps in the shop and put these aside and get to work.
All right then.
Measure things out.
Bruce is building a prototype of the freestanding coat stand to ensure that his intricate design is spot on. It does look a lot of extra work though.
This is the first part of the prototype. This is one of the 3 legs that I'll be making, but the prototype will just have 1 leg. It's just for a design. And now I have to make the upper and then the arm at the top. So that will be the next step. First thing is to kind of figure out how tall I'm gonna make this coat rack. So I'm gonna use the table as my straight edge reference. So I'll use that as my guideline of, say that, so imagine that this is the spread of the coat rack. So I'm looking for where I want this to land.
Bruce may be hard at work, but his time in Yorkshire has taught him to appreciate the value of a very important tradition.
My time in Yorkshire, I've definitely appreciated the tea breaks.
Not too much, I hope. There's still the prototype to finish.
You can see it's starting to come together now. Got the angles figured out a bit. This is where the hooks are going to attach right up here. I have to make all these tapers work together, and then the prototype will be finished.
Progress is good, and Bruce is clearly enjoying himself.
I love it. It's wake up every day and I come in here and I play around and it doesn't feel like I'm working. I just kind of get to goof off. Hopefully one day build really beautiful things, you know. That's the end goal, is to make stuff that people appreciate.
A tremendous amount of work has gone into putting this one side together, and that's just a prototype. Bruce will have to go through it all again to make the real deal. Blimey.
That is one side of the coat rack.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, Bruce, but you've still got a lot to do. Better work through the next tea break. Back in Bristol, Leanne, Hayley and Harriet have made great progress with the tub chair.
Oh, yeah.
Bring us up to speed, Leanne.
So far, we've done a bit of work to it. As you can see here, we have actually tied down the springs so that we're actually in some kind of formation to hold somebody up, which is great. And that means we've also covered, ready to make our seat pad. Also, we wanted to extend the shape of the back of the chair here, and we've got these extra little shapes to add some height and some real elegance and make it real pretty. So I've got one of these left to do. So whilst I get on with that, I'll send Hayley and Harriet to go and prepare the seat pad. Is that right?
In your own time, ladies.
It doesn't have to be precision woodworking here, which is a good job because I'm not very good at woodwork. But it just gives a little extra structure for us to build some really beautiful shapes onto the frame. I'm gonna have to get some good strong glue on this, clamp it up, and then grab hold of my drill and stick it on there.
Sounds like a top plan, Leanne. Over in Harriet's corner, some precision cutting is taking place.
Okay, so I've got my template ready now, and I'm going to pin it onto this, which is rubberized hair or rubberized fibre, which is basically a fibre which has been covered in a latex, which holds it all together and gives it that bounce.
Love your work, Harriet. Carry on. As for the third member of Team Bristol, give us the lowdown, please, Hayley.
I'm going to put some webbing on the back to give it a little bit more structure where it's now just empty space, so something for the foam to sit against.
A lot of effort has gone into renewing this old chair, and with its recovery still in the distant yonder, have all the extra hours added extra numbers to the budget? In Sussex, Sarah is giving her Russian-inspired boxes a final polish.
Well, I've made some boxes, but are they going to sell?
When Sarah uncovered it, this table was faded, broken and ready for the skip. But like a phoenix from the ashes, it has been reborn as a wonderful collection of little boxes. Sarah cut out and sanded down cylindrical sections of the tabletop and transformed them into box lids by adding a collar of luxury leather. The cardboard craft boxes were given a fresh new finish with a covering of walnut veneer, giving them a lustre to match the classy finish of the lids.
Well, I have saved the best bits of that little table and I've added veneer and luxury leather to create some really useful boxes. Will they find new homes? Your guess is as good as mine.
When Sarah met him at the recycling centre, Paul wasn't feeling too optimistic about the table's future.
It's really scruffy, so I don't know. She might use it as firewood.
Thankfully, it didn't come to that, Paul. Sarah had an ambitious plan for the table, and she's come up trumps once again. Sarah took some pretty pictures, uploaded them to social media, and unsurprisingly, all of the boxes were snapped up. Now, Sarah's off to visit Paul to hand over the profit.
Hello.
Paul, hi there.
Hi,
nice to see you. How are you?
I'm very well, how are you?
Yes, very well. So I saw you getting rid of quite a few bits and pieces because of relocation. How's it all going?
It's going fine. It's going fine. We complete in a couple of weeks' time.
Right.
And, you know, we've got a lot less stuff now than we did have because most of it's in the tip.
So I think it had been in your wife's family for quite some time, hadn't it?
It had. It was owned by her great-uncle, who was from Russia originally and moved to Paris, and I think that's where he bought it from.
Well, I think it was probably a Chinese table, but I decided to use the inspiration of its Russian connections to make something out of it.
OK, OK.
Any idea what it might be?
No idea. No idea.
Well, actually, Russians, I think, are famous for producing beautiful boxes with decoration on the top.
All right.
So I used the top of your table to create these.
Wow, look at that.
So
how clever is that?
All those lovely bits on the table
that
had that design left on them, I cut them out and I turned them into gift boxes.
Brilliant. Look at that. That's really clever.
What do you think?
Really good. Yeah, really clever. I never thought of that.
Well, I tried to introduce some luxury materials. They've got some leather and some walnut to go with those beautiful images on the top. And then I put pictures of them up on social media to see if anybody fancied them. So I'm pleased to say they've got a £90 profit
Is
here
that
for
right?
you.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's amazing.
An absolute pleasure. I always put people on the spot on the doorstep.
Yeah.
Is there something you might spend that money on? Does anything spring to mind?
Well, I think I'll give it to my wife, Caroline, as it was her great-uncle's table, and she handles the money anyway, so it's for her.
Fantastic. Well, I'm so pleased that we managed to save your table.
I think it's so clever what you did, too. I think it's great. So imaginative.
Well, thank you very much. Well, I hope you enjoy that, spending that money,
Yeah,
whatever it might be on.
Thank
and
you very much.
yeah, good luck with the rest of the moving.
Thank you,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wonderful. Another great result neatly boxed away.
Well, I think Paul appreciated all the hard work that went into those boxes. Just wonder what Caroline's going to do with the money.
Sarah spent £20 on the task. The boxes were sold for £110, leaving a £90 profit for Paul. In beautiful Bristol, Leanne is giving the Art Deco tub chair the once-over before Sarah's arrival.
This project was really great. We may have got a bit carried away, and I think Sarah's going to like it. It was quite a bizarre brief, really. Macaroons.
Well, I'm back to pick up the Deco chair. It had lost its charms before, but I'm hoping the girls have made it into something really magical.
No one was under any illusions about the state of this little chair. But that was before our Bristol magicians cast their spell on it. Leanne and her team have given it a bold new look. Adding to the frame, they have enhanced the original shape and style. And they haven't held back on the upholstery either. Sarah was looking for a colourful transformation, and the girls have certainly achieved that, along with some intricate detailing of their very own. And the chair complies with current UK fire safety standards. It's certainly a dramatic change, but will Sarah like it?
Hello. Macaroons! Oh my goodness, I love it. Macaroons and bridges and hot air balloons.
We may have got a bit carried away.
It looks beautiful.
It was one of those projects where you start changing a little element of it, and then before you know it, you just keep going, and then.
I think that's fantastic. There's beach huts, castles, hot air balloons. Really beautiful.
It's great, isn't it?
Fantastic feeling as well. And thank you for going for the macaroon palette. Do you like it? Or...
Yeah, it was not our usual style to do this sort of pastel-y colours.
Yeah.
But actually, it just was so exciting to build it. And when these shapes started coming out and the colours working together, we got really excited making it.
What I think that it's going to catch somebody's imagination. Hot air balloons and pastel macaroons aren't going to be everybody's cup of tea, are they? But I think you've given it a strong look and it needed to have some oomph put back into it. So I'm delighted.
It's really cute.
Really cute, but a big job. How's the budget?
We probably spent a little bit longer than we would have usually, but we enjoyed it so much. We came in on budget.
Fantastic. And I really appreciate the extra work because it looks like somebody's enjoyed themselves making it. So thank you.
Brilliant, thanks.
And if you pack it up, I'll get it shipped out when it's sold. It's fantastic, thank you.
Amazing.
Amazing indeed.
OK, well, I asked for macaroons and I certainly got them. Beautiful pastel colours on that chair and a lovely restructure. That's a cracker.
Michael was doing a good deed for his friend Rita by packing the chair off to the tip. But in Sarah's hands, he had high hopes for it.
From what I hear of Sarah, she will do wonders with it and it will look absolutely fabulous. That much I can say, and I'm sure that Rita will be absolutely delighted.
Thankfully, the talented team in Bristol made sure the chair ended up looking absolutely fabulous. And as a result, it was gobbled up by a private buyer. Now Sarah's knocking on Michael's door to hand over the profit.
Hello there.
Sarah.
Michael, lovely
Nice
to
to
see
see you.
How are you?
Oh, tired.
Tired.
But happy.
Excellent. Well, I know that when I met you, you were helping out an old neighbour of yours.
That's right.
You were being a really good Samaritan, weren't you?
I'd like to say not a Samaritan, just a good friend, trying to help out someone who was struggling to get everything out of the house, and her shed was full. And so I said, I know what to do. I'll hire a van and we'll take it to the dump for you, which is exactly what we did, and then we met you.
Well, it was definitely my lucky day because that tub chair that came out of the back of your van was a lovely find, a great thing to be turning up at the recycling centre. So I've got pictures here to show you.
That's fantastic. I thought it was special.
It looks
like
this.
Oh, isn't that amazing? I could never envisage that it would come out like that.
Well, it has been given a lot of love and they have decorated it with beautiful balloons and chosen a selection of candy-coloured beautiful wool fabric.
Ooh, look at that.
So that's how it's ended up. What do you really think?
It's just so wonderful. I mean, to think that that would have gone on that tip and we'd never seen it again.
It was nice to save it. It was a sweet thing, and I have got some profit for you.
Ooh.
70 quid.
Well,
That's coming your way.
Well, it's coming to Rita's way, but anyway, she'll be very pleased, I'm sure.
Sorry,
Oh,
it's messy
wonderful.
money, but there it is. £70 for you.
Thank you so much. It's really kind of you, Sarah. Thank you. She'll be thrilled that, I mean, something she thought was going to be thrown away is now giving somebody some pleasure, and I think that means an awful lot to her.
And so say all of us.
Lovely to see you. Bye-bye.
And you, bye-bye. Well, everybody should have a friend like Michael. What a lovely thing to do for somebody. Little chair's got a new home and Rita has got £70.
The project costs came to £425. The chair was sold for £495, leaving a £70 profit for Rita. In West Yorkshire, Bruce is giving his project a final polish before Sarah arrives.
Sarah's on her way. She didn't give me much to work with, but I hope she likes what I made her.
It's time to find out, Bruce.
Well, Bruce has got a fantastic sense of design, great taste and an amazing skill set. And boy, is he going to need all of that stuff, because those coat hooks, well, they had nothing good about them, did they?
Well, the old racks were no longer a fitting place to hang your hat. But now, Bruce has crafted a sleek and contemporary coat stand and 2 stylish coat racks. His modern design stands proudly, embracing a touch of Sarah's fortress idea alongside some very stylish touches. Using a process called lamination, he has combined a mix of quality hardwoods to create stunning backdrops for the original metal hooks. The new racks have quality, elegance and are all heart.
Bruce?
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good, how you been?
You've given them style.
Yeah, I did.
It looks fantastic. It's so retro and cool, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you.
And I see the little salvaged items.
Yeah,
you managed to get them on.
just on the top there.
Okay, so talk me through what you did. So you
I laminated wood together, and I made the legs, and then just put these little strips as like a little highlight. You said kind of like a castle citadel thing, so I put little points in there just to kind of give it a little bit extra detail.
They are fantastic. It's got a real finesse to it, hasn't it? It's got real
It's got
energy,
motion, yeah,
hasn't it?
Motion. So.
Are you pleased with it?
Yeah, I like it a lot. And I have something else for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have. Since you gave me so many hooks, I made you a bonus. There you go. So it's just laminated woods, and I just put the hooks on the laminated woods. And then, last but not least, another bonus. So
how sweet. That was the strange one.
The one strange hook. I found a piece of wood that was cracked, so I made a little broken heart.
Oh, Bruce, these are amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so pleased to see these because I didn't give you much to work
No, you
with.
didn't.
So to get this much out of all of that is fantastic.
That's my favorite.
It is beautiful, isn't it? I'm sorry about your broken heart.
We've all been there, Bruce. But are you going to break Sarah's heart when it comes to the budget?
Heath's here, and I think it was £150 budget that you were working to. How'd you get on?
We're still on budget.
Well,
That's all scrap wood anyway, so.
Okay, yeah, because this looks just amazing, and that's so sweet, isn't it? I mean, I think that is going to get me out of a lot of trouble on that budget already, let alone the rest of it. So that's a fantastic result for me.
Awesome.
You've managed to inject some style and some class into what was definitely leftover material.
Thank you. It was, in the end, it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it, actually.
I bet you are. I mean, as a
little package.
Whole package is really, really beautiful.
No problem. Thank you.
Great finish too. Well, I'm going to say thank you so much, and I'll see if I
Your
get them
arms are
sold.
full.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good luck.
I'll be back for that.
Okay, sounds good. So Sarah loved the items, and she enjoyed the bonus. It was a nice surprise, and it was nice to see her expression when I pulled them out.
Well, Bruce certainly put all his skills to good use. This lot is amazing, inspired by a few reclaimed items. I've got a whole range here.
When Sarah met her at the tip, Claire was keen for the coat hooks to find a new home.
I really hope they're going to go in a family home. I hope other children are going to hang their coats up on those hooks in the same way that we did.
Bruce took them on and gave the hooks a whole new lease of life. The coat stand was sold to Sunflowers in the Sea, a gift shop in Manchester. Owner Joe was hooked.
I'm absolutely loving it. Bruce has done a great job. It's a great design and perfect for the shop and for the scarves and things that I'm displaying on it.
And the 2 coat racks were also sold, both going to private buyers. Now Sarah's on her way to visit Claire to hand over the profit.
Hi there.
Hello, Sarah.
Nice to see you again. How are you?
Sorry about the dog.
That's all right, love dogs. So your coat hooks, they actually went to a great maker called Bruce, and he's got a really lovely, quirky way of working with things. So here's how they ended up.
Oh, wow, I love the wood. It's beautiful.
So he sandwiched lots of different woods together to make that. He also made...
Stunning. That is really stunning.
And finally, he's also made a...
That's lovely.
A heart. He's done well, and they have actually gone off to some places, so I've got money for you as well.
Wow.
I've got £100 here for
That's
your old
amazing.
coats.
That's absolutely amazing. Goodness.
Wow. Any thoughts about what you might do with the money?
Yes, I was thinking. We do actually use the Milford tip a lot, and the guys there are so incredibly helpful. They're always helping me sort things, lift things, so we thought we could give it to them and they can just put it towards their next social, their next night out together.
Perfect. Lovely to catch
Very
up.
nice
Thank
to
you ever
see
so
you
much,
again.
Claire. Okay,
Pleasure.
bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Well, I think Bruce did really well there. He added his own unique style to those hooks, and Claire is definitely going to be the most popular person at the recycling centre.
It cost £150 to transform the hooks. They all sold for a combined total of £250, leaving Claire with a profit of £100. Sarah salvaged 3 tired items. The Bristol ladies reached new heights with the tub chair. Bruce hooked us up with some serious style. And Sarah boxed up a beautiful transformation.
Well, what an eclectic mix of tip finds, and with the help of some very talented makers, 3 things have been saved from the scrap heap and transformed into beautiful saleable items. That's not going in the tip, is it?
Yes. How do you make money for nothing?
What are you dropping off? Anything exciting?
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
That is a fishing rod habit.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers...
What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
I bought you my washing machine.
Oh, wow. She can transform her finds into desirable...
What have you done?
valuable...
Oh, amazing.
And hopefully saleable items.
That is one clever sandwich.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
You're joking.
At the Earlswood Recycling Centre in Surrey, people are geared up for a day of dumping. But junk genius Sarah Moore wants to catch things before they're crushed.
Well, between the garden sheds and the bush trimmings, I know great stuff is going to turn up here today. I've just got to stop it going in the skips and get my hands on it.
Sarah acquired special permission to rifle through the rubbish.
That's a big clear out.
In order to find 3 items that have the potential to bring in the bucks.
Are you moving or are you just...
I'm moving in and this is what's going out.
Is it his?
Yes.
Hope he knows they're going.
He'll find out soon enough. Here we go. Why don't you have a look and see if there's anything you fancy in Ed's boot?
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Hi. I've just spotted something in your boot.
Right.
What is it? A voltmeter or
An avometer.
What's that for? Or what was it for?
It was what is now, you now buy the modern equivalent called a multimeter.
Ed sure knows his meters. This old Avo meter combines several functions in one unit, measuring current, voltage and resistance.
So how old do you reckon that is?
Probably about 1950.
Modern multimeters now fit snugly in the palm of your hand, unlike that big thing which would struggle to fit snugly anywhere.
I did use it when I first inherited it from my father.
Right.
Then it sat in the garage for a while, but having a clear out of the garage, a few things going out, so I had to cut my losses and get rid of it and have a clear out.
I think it has got something very interesting about it. It has retro appeal, doesn't it?
If it appeals to you.
It definitely appeals to me. Well, I think that this is a lovely thing. I think it's decorative, if not useful anymore.
Not decorative.
Not decorative. I love the look of it. I'm going to take it away, say thank you so much, and I'll come and find you if it has a new life.
OK, good luck.
Bye.
Right.
Oh, Ed, are you sure you don't think they're decorative? Sarah can work wonders, you know. Go on. What do you think she'll do?
No, I don't know. I wouldn't see it as a flower vase, really, but she might be able to do something with it.
Well, I don't think it's going to have a current going through it anymore, but look at it. You know who's going to love it, don't you?
I certainly do. Mark Haig. Mark uses his decades of engineering experience to create one-of-a-kind sculptures from second-hand materials, although his true passion, robots.
The thing that makes me smile when I come into work is thinking that I'm going to be building something that somebody likes. There's always a challenge. Every sculpture that I build has got a different challenge to it. And I love thinking through those challenges. Suppose it used to be a hobby. Now it's an obsession.
Well, Mark, we'll see how passionate you are when Sarah drops this thing off at your door. That's one item ready for a makeover. Sarah's back skulking around people's boots to find another two.
Well, if it's any good, definitely.
What must people think when she starts poking around their rubbish?
They just think I'm weird.
I wonder why. Perhaps Deborah and David will keep you occupied with what they're chucking out.
Wow, you've got that packed in there, haven't you? Hi there, hello.
Hello.
Oh, what's you... Oh, what's that you're throwing away? I can see the bed. It's a table. Three-legged table.
My mother's three-legged table.
All steady on, Sarah.
How long have you had that?
My mother-in-law's had it about 40 years.
Excellent. It's definitely got that vintage look to it, hasn't it?
Yes, yes.
And so what was it, just her coffee table or?
Yeah.
It looks almost like an artist's palette, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does, although it's more commonly referred to as kidney-shaped.
It's definitely got a little bit of appeal.
Kidney-shaped furniture was popular in France before arriving on these shores in the late 18th century. It's not so popular now, though.
So she's just not using it anymore?
No, she's downsizing. Won't be space in the new place.
Right, gosh, we hear that story such a lot. Well, instead of putting it in the recycling, please may I take it away instead?
Absolutely.
Do.
If I do something with it, can I come and show you?
Yes.
No problem at all.
Fantastic. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
So Sarah's got herself a kidney-shaped table to update. But what will she do with it? Deborah?
I think Sarah will paint it multicolours of varying, clashing colours, I'm sure.
And is that kind of thing up your street?
Possibly, possibly not.
Well, look at it. It's kidney-shaped, it's small, and it's got retro written all over it. A classic 1950s three-legged table. I think it's a little beauty. Tricky to make a massive profit out of it, so I've got to make sure it goes to just the right person.
Person or persons? Meet Josh and his best pal, Ollie. These dedicated designers have a passion for turning unwanted waste into must-have items.
This definitely isn't just a job, because I think we invest way more of ourselves in it. So I think it's a passion, it's a job, yeah, a bit of everything, really.
I didn't get into this for the money side of it. I think what makes us different is the fact that we really just love doing what we do so much.
You've never let Sarah down in the past, boys. Let's just hope you have some good ideas to bring to this table. That's two items set aside. Sarah's back on the hunt for a certain something she can work on herself, but so far, the pickings are slim.
Well, it hasn't been the quickest of starts, but you know what they say? The slow one always wins the race. Come on.
That isn't what they say. Oh, hold your horses. Peter might have something a little faster in the back of his car.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I'm going to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Sarah.
Oh, Sarah.
Hi there. Because I like the look of your horse.
Yes, yeah.
Is he going tip-bound or
Yes, I'm afraid so, yes. Used to be my son's.
Oh, really? Would it be right to bring him out to have a closer
Yeah,
look
sure,
at?
yeah.
Thank you. Did you have him from new?
No, he was bought by my parents for my son.
OK, so he would have been second-hand at that point, would
Oh,
he?
he was, yes. Yes, I think he's from the 60s.
Yeah, I think it's a company called Mobo who makes these.
Oh, is it, really?
Yeah, and I think they produced them up until the kind of mid-70s, so he's got a really good look, and the fact he's made of metal is so lovely, because
Yeah, it is, yes.
he'd be plastic if he was made today,
Absolutely.
wouldn't he? Did he have a name?
Only Rocky.
Rocky.
However did you come up with that?
Well, I think he's just beautiful, and I can't stand the thought of him ending up in the metal skip, so could I try and rescue him?
Well, of course you can, yeah.
I'm so pleased that turned out. Lovely to chat.
Right.
Thank you so much. I shall take him away and be back in touch.
OK.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, Sarah saved little Rocky from being put out to pasture. But does Peter think there's still life left in the old boy yet?
I've got no idea what Sarah's going to do with old Rocky, the rocking horse, but let's hope she can do something rather than just go in the skip.
Well, Rocky is a rare thing. He's so retro and beautiful. He's made of metal, and that makes him really useful as well. I've got some great ideas for him. He's going to be absolutely amazing. Come on, Rocky. We've got work to do.
As Rocky rides off into the sunset, Sarah's day at the dump is done. Mark will add some robo-razzmatazz to the multimeter. Josh and Ollie will work their magic on the table. And Sarah has Rocky to play with. I mean, work on, obviously.
Well, there have been times today when it's felt like quite hard work finding things amongst the trash, but I think we've gathered some great things. Huge potential, lots of hard work to come. I'm well up for the challenge.
Before Sarah gets started on her own project, she stopped off in Manchester. The old multimeter had robot written all over it. But will bionic builder Mark agree?
Sarah often turns up with her own ideas about things and also her own idea of budgets as well. So I need to rein her in a little bit sometimes to see if we can come to some sort of agreement, and hopefully it'll be all right, but we'll see.
Hello. Hiya.
Hello,
How you doing?
Sarah. Fine, thank you.
Have I got a little present for you? Look at that.
Happy little smiley face.
Isn't he gorgeous?
It is, yes, lovely. Lovely. Use these all the time.
At the moment I saw it, don't look too closely at it. Smiley face with where. It just shouted, make me into a robot. So, what do you reckon?
So, have you seen those guitar amps that you get?
Oh, yeah, my kids have got them.
Yeah?
So little...
Not that little,
but
about that little.
And they're kind of retro-styled, lots of, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've probably got the originals, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. So, use that as the body.
OK.
And arms off the side, so he stands that kind of size, 2.5 foot, 3 foot tall sort of thing.
Brilliant. And do you just use that as a guitar amp, then?
No, because you can, if you get a different kind of cable, you can use it as an MP3.
So you can plug in your smartphone and you can play your guitar through it. And it sits there and it looks...
Awesome.
Awesome. Fantastic.
So it'll be a functional guitar amp robot. Music to Sarah's ears. But will she still be smiling when she hears about the money?
How much is that going to cost?
I think I could do that for sort of the £200 mark.
£200 mark sounds fab, Mark. Yeah, I think that's really good. Good luck.
Job done.
Yeah, excellent. Give me a shout.
I will do.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
A guitar amp is all well and good, but making a saleable cyborg from all that clutter, well, that's going to be a challenge.
I like the robots that I build to look symmetrical, so finding two of a brass vase, for instance, is often quite difficult. So if I can't find something, then I'll have to hunt it down.
Sarah and Mark agreed a budget of £200 for the musical robot, Will Mark really be able to transform it from junk to funk? Because at the moment, the only thing coming out of it is grunge. From Manchester to Sussex, Sarah's brought along the kidney-shaped coffee table, hoping that woodworking wonder chaps Josh and Ollie can make it look like the bee's knees.
I'm excited to see what she's got for us this time. Yeah, we're always up for a challenge and she always seems to bring us one, so...
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Little kidney-shaped table for you?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so at the moment, it is just a little kidney-shaped table, but I was hoping you might be able to give it some punch, add something to it, or do something impressive with it.
Well, I'm sure we can.
Yeah.
It looks like a little jelly bean, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, whatever you say. Jelly bean, kidney shape, kidney bean, jelly shape. Wait, what?
For me, the shape of this needs a little bit of updating.
Great.
And then either make it into a stack of 3 nesting tables,
Right.
or maybe make 2 other tables that kind of interlock in some way to form a bigger table.
Okay, great. So would you look at refinishing this one at all?
I think we'd probably sand this back and then give it a bit of our own finish, so this has a bit of an update as
Okay,
well.
I like that. So we're going for something bigger, better, more tables, more money. Tell me, how much would it be to recreate this times 3?
Probably looking at like around the 300, 350 mark.
Okay, I'm thinking I'm not going to get a huge amount more than 350 for a nest of tables. So as close we can get to the 300 is good. But if you hit the right look, these kind of things sell well, so just go for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thanks very much.
All right, no worries.
Nice to see you.
See you soon.
Making a profit from this might be a challenge, but with the boys on board, at least there's a chance.
So I think just one challenge is going to be trying to keep it on budget. We're just going to have to find a way that we can keep it simple, but still do something that looks really nice.
With a hefty budget involved in this one, Josh and Ollie's design is going to have to be on the money. With Mark, Josh and Ollie all ready to rock, in Sussex, Sarah has been rocking all afternoon. Seriously though, she's far too big for that thing. Sadly, Rocky the rocking horse has been gathering dust for many years, but Sarah's going to put an end to that.
I loved this little pony from the moment I saw him, and I've got some really big plans for him. I thought, fantastic, big shade, a whole new look. He's going to be a beautiful standard lamp. Come on, let's get started.
A lovely light. Giddy up.
First job, take him off this stand. This little pony needs to run free.
Before Sarah makes a start on the lighting, she's removing the rusty metal horse from the rusty metal frame. These types of metal toy horses were first manufactured in the 1940s.
Sweating already.
Their popularity was short-lived, as moulded plastic toys became cheaper to produce and safer.
This could hurt.
Ouch! Poor Rocky.
Sometimes you've got to be cruel to be kind. This is definitely for his own good.
I'm not sure he'd agree with that.
Doesn't he look magnificent? I think I better start on the lighting side of things before I have the real fun decorating him. So, how's this going to work?
Sarah puts Rocky to one side, as she has a big idea.
There you are. That's nice and stable.
Oh, Sarah.
This is the remains of a really beautiful old standard lamp. The base is all rotted, but what I'm left with is a really quite usable pole, which I'm thinking looks just like a carousel pony's support. So this, plus Rocky, could make a really beautiful light.
Ah, Rocky's going to the circus. Carousels with rideable decorative horses were also known as flying horses or horseabouts. Honestly, horseabouts? Who came up with that?
So that goes on there like that. And you've turned into a carousel pony. I told you I'd make you beautiful.
Sorry about the soaring.
I don't think he's forgiven you for that. With a rough plan of how it will all go together, Sarah now wants to give Rocky a shiny new coat. Of paint, that is.
My favourite bit. Time to get some colour on that pony.
In the unlikely event you're planning to spray paint a horse at home, please, like Sarah, wear a protective mask and apply in a well-ventilated area.
Just putting some big blocks of colour on him, and then I'm going to add detail with a paintbrush.
Sarah doesn't want the light to go back into the nursery. She's trying to achieve a high-end finish she can charge a high-end price for. How's it looking?
It's not quite working. I'm going to respray that top bit. He's heading back towards the nursery. Just hate red, can't do it.
Oh dear.
The really good thing about this is every time I get it wrong, I just spray over it.
Yeah, but you'll end up spending a fortune on paint. So far, Sarah's spent £15 on Rocky's renovation, but with the lighting still to fit, a lampshade still to buy, and Rocky's potentially endless makeovers, the budget on this is in danger of skyrocketing. From Sussex to Manchester, a city that has given birth to some of the most influential music on the planet, and soon to be the next musical superstar. No, that's just Mark. It's this happy chappy.
The discussion with Sarah was that we were going to make a music playing robot out of this, so I need to find a speaker that's the right kind of size for the sculpture so it becomes like an MP3 playing robot. So yeah, that's definitely going to be the head. Big smile. Bit like that.
Beautiful. Mark starts the impossible task of sorting through his junk jungle to find just the right speaker that has correct size, shape and... Oh, there's one there.
So this is a guitar practice amp. This is what I'm going to use for the body.
Next, Mark picks out some metal to use for the robot's legs.
Nice sort of vintage curtain pole.
Then cuts to size. Mark has spent years adding to his clutter cave. To him, every piece of junk in here is beautiful in its own way. Well, maybe not them.
Really nice sound out of these. I also like building with them because it's a nice wooden construction, so they're quite easy to work with.
Mark has drilled holes in the wooden casing. He's driving a steel rod through to make a kind of metal skeleton for the legs.
I have cut myself some threaded steel bar.
Most guitar amplifiers are made from wood, as the sound resonates better.
Always a bit of origami of my hands required.
These open-backed amps are particularly good for Mark to work with, because he can get his hand in to do the fiddly bits. Although that is looking very fiddly.
Let's get these nice and tight, because I don't want the legs to fall off. There we go.
With his skeleton secure, Mark adds the bits of metal he cut earlier. Then it's on with the feet. Or loaf tins.
Now, there could be a problem here, because this is tin. There's a chance that it'll wobble, basically. So I'm going to use some sort of strapping underneath there to increase the stability.
Mark adds a couple of bits from an old projector bracket and secures.
OK, let's put him on his feet. Let's see if he stands up.
Oh, he's a bit wobbly.
Let's see it with the face on, see if I'm in the right ballpark. Yeah, he's looking good. Just need to find some arms now.
Mark's musical robot is coming together, although that amp has taken some battering. I only hope it can still make a sound when it's finished. As Mark soldiers on, back in Sussex, Josh and Ollie have the dated kidney-shaped table they plan on transforming into an interlocking nest of tables. How are you going to do that?
What we're going to do is make like a hexagon shape out of this wider bit of the table and just forget the rest of it. Once we've kind of figured out this table, then we're going to make 2 more matching tables out of different woods, but exactly the same shape and height. So when they're all together, they'll like interlock because the hexagons fit really nicely together. So that's our plan.
It's out with the dated kidney shape and in with edgy hexagon shapes. What could... Josh, have you got chewing gum in your mouth?
I do.
Come on, mate, you're on telly here.
All these TV types.
There you are, you can save it for later. Josh starts by looking out wood for the 2 new tabletops. The idea is to have different woods that will create contrasting colours when they all fit together.
Managed to find a nice bit of English oak and then found a good bit of American walnut as well.
With the wood chosen, Ollie is testing his powers of mathematics. The finished tables have to nest snugly together to form a solid shape, so the calculations have to be right.
All right. So, yeah, that's the plan. We'll get the angles perfect on the table saw.
Before Josh starts cutting out the hexagon, he has to make the other 2 woods the same thickness. And he's got a really cool machine for that.
Right, yeah, so I'm just putting my bit of oak through the thicknesser. It will just bring it down to a parallel piece of wood and we can sort of gauge our thickness. So the top that Sarah gave us, that's 17 mil.
A thicknesser, or thickness planer, works by setting the desired height. Then rollers inside grip the wood and draw it into rotating knives to give the desired thickness with pinpoint accuracy.
OK, so while Josh is working on the tabletops, I'm going to turn some of these into some of these, so we've got some legs for our other tables.
While Josh prefers his fancy gadgets, Ollie is old school. He's recreating the same tapered shape of the existing legs on a wood-turning lathe. Mass production factories use copying lathes to create exact replicas, but master craftsman Ollie can do it all by himself. But absolute concentration is needed, as every minute cut has to be exactly right, or... Look at that, he didn't even flinch. As Ollie cracks on, Josh is about to start cutting out the hexagon. This will be the template he'll use to cut the other 2 tabletops the same shape. If this one is out by even a millimetre, it could spell disaster.
OK, that's roughly my hexagon done. Yeah, it's looking hexagon-ish.
Hexagon-ish. That doesn't have a good ring to it. Back in Sussex, Sarah's been working hard to make Rocky the Rocking Horse a carousel-inspired standing lamp. She was struggling with his new look, so has she managed to capture all the fun of the fair?
Told you I'd get you to the circus.
I've got my popcorn ready. Roll up, roll up. Come one, come all to see the amazing Rocky. Once a rusty rocking horse, now he's a pony-powered standing lamp. Sarah has really brought the circus to town with Rocky's kitsch and colourful fairground paint job. Sarah made the eye-catching lampshade from scratch using an old scarf from a charity shop. A steel pole runs down the length of the stand, securing Rocky in place and housing the electrics, which have all been pat tested and comply with UK safety standards. It's fun for all ages and built to amaze.
Well, it's certainly got a look, hasn't it? I set out to get this rocking horse from the nursery to the circus, and I think that's been achieved. So altogether, I'm really pleased with it.
As you should be, but it's time to find a buyer.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
When Sarah met Peter at the tip, she couldn't wait to get her hands on his horse.
Did he have a name?
Only Rocky.
Rocky.
Rocky had been in the family a while.
He was bought by my parents for my son.
But Peter was keen to see him go to a good home.
Let's hope she can do something rather than just go in the skip.
Peter, she did more than something. Sarah shared pictures online to try and find a buyer. And it wasn't long before Rocky was riding off into the sunset. The Rosebery Hotel in Newcastle upon Tyne couldn't wait to saddle him up, and owner Janet wanted first ride.
Wow, I didn't anticipate it being this big, but it's absolutely fabulous.
Sarah's in Reigate in Surrey to meet up with Peter and hand over the profit.
It's a big one.
Oh,
hello
hello.
there. I just couldn't help myself. How do you do? Nice to see you again. So that little rocking horse had been in your family and obviously been well loved and well used.
Yes.
But when somebody takes it off you at the recycling centre, do you wonder what might happen to it?
I thought you might make some sort of lamp out of it.
Yes, clever minds think alike, because I thought it would really lend itself to lighting. So here's some pictures of how it turned out. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I painted it all up, popped a shade on it that I made out of a vintage silk
Oh, you did
scarf.
it yourself, did you?
Yeah, all my own hard work.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's lovely.
Do you like it?
I do.
I shared some pictures of it and it was snapped up, so I'm pleased to say there's some profit
Oh, good.
to give to you. I have got £208.50 here for
Gracious
you.
me, that's amazing.
So what might happen to that money?
Oh, I should give it to my son.
Because it was
It's
his rocking
horse, yeah.
Oh, OK. I'm sure he'll find something to do with that. Thank you for letting me have it.
Thank you very much.
Very nice to see you again, and I hope he puts that to good use. Thank you very much.
OK, bye.
Sarah's total costs came to £56.50. She sold the light for an incredible £265, giving Peter £208.50 to give to his son. That was one profitable pony. Sarah's back in Manchester to find out if fortune is smiling on the multimeter. Well, he's certainly still smiling. But has Mark managed to make him a Mancunian music-making machine?
There's some slight difficulties when I'm working with the amps that I work with, but nothing too serious. I think it all came together pretty well.
Well, I've come back to Manchester to see Mark. Now, when I dropped off that meter, even I could tell it had robot potential. But now I've come to find out if there's a smile on everybody's face.
When Sarah picked up the multimeter, it was out of date, out of order, and a thing of the past. But not anymore. Mark has created a cool and quirky musical mechanical man. Mark's clever design means our robot pal can connect to devices to play music. Or you can just plug your guitar straight in and rock out. The addition of old manual drills for arms and amp cable clamps for hands has really brought this little guy to life. All the electrics have been pat tested and comply with all UK safety standards. But how does it sound? It's time to face the music and face Sarah.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Hiya.
Sarah.
He looks amazing.
How are you?
Yeah, really good. Oh, he is joyful, isn't he?
He's got a big smiley face, hasn't he?
So I can see amp, drills, loaf tins. He is cracking. So if he's got the amp, does that mean he's tuneful as well?
Yeah, so this cable here goes down here to your phone, so obviously you can play music through there. You could change this cable and put in a guitar practice cable, so you could use him as a standard guitar practice amp. Do you have a listen?
Oh, yeah.
So play on there.
Amazing.
Oh, Mark, I wouldn't have put you down as a fan of classical music.
Really good sound, isn't it?
So it sounds to business, now down to business.
So good sound quality, massive appeal. How about the budget?
Yeah, came in. We said 200, didn't we?
Yeah.
And came in at 200.
I think he's an absolute winner. Has he got a name?
Yeah, I think he's called Avo.
Oh, yeah, it's written all over him, isn't it? Well, Avo is very happy. He's made my day. If you get him packed up, I'll be in touch.
Lovely.
Great job, thank you.
See you again.
Bye.
Great job is right, Sarah.
It was a nice project to work on, and that big smiley face made it all worthwhile.
Do you mean the robot or Sarah?
I mean Sarah's smiley face, not the robot's.
Well, Avo is one of my favourite robots ever. He looks good, he sounds great, and Mark has done all the hard work. All I've got to do is find him a new home. Hello there.
When Sarah met Ed at the tip, he taught her a thing or two about meters.
You now buy the modern equivalent called a multimeter.
The meter had been in his family for decades.
I did use it when I first inherited it from my father.
So Sarah saved it, but Ed was sceptical.
I wouldn't see it as a flower vase, really, but she might be able to do something with it.
Ed, you're not going to believe how it looks now. Sarah sent out images online and, unsurprisingly, it was snapped up straight away by a private buyer. Sarah's in Red Hill in Surrey to introduce Ed to Avo and hand over the profit. I can't wait to see his face.
Hello there.
Hello, Sarah.
How are you doing?
Well, thank you.
So nice to see you again. So I love old things, and so when I saw that old Avo meter in your boot at the tip, I was instantly attracted to it. But did you wonder where it might end up?
Yes, and knowing your propensity for interior design, I didn't really see it as a mantelpiece item or something like that.
OK, well, I've got some pictures here. So I'd like to introduce you to Avo, the robot.
Oh, lovely.
So
nice to meet him, yes.
He is an all-singing, all-dancing amp.
Right.
To play music through or for somebody to play their guitar through. Can you think of anything polite to say about that?
No, it's different.
It's different.
I don't think I would actually put it in my living room, necessarily.
No, but the good news is because he is different and he has excellent sound quality when he's played, he is saleable. So I have managed to sell him. I've got £75 here, so maybe that's another surprise as well.
Wow, thank you very much.
What might you do with those funds?
Well, there are a couple of active charities within the village. One is the restoration of the old community building, which is known as Church House, and the other is the village bell ringers. So it'll all be useful. So thank you very much. For
Excellent.
That,
Thank you so much. It's lovely to see you again. See you at the recycling centre.
Well, you can look in my garage if you like to see what else there is. Cheers. Bye.
I'm sure he loved him, really. Mark came in on budget at £200. With a cracking sale of £275, Ed has £75 to give to charities in his local area. That's two of our items now making a mint. And in Sussex, Sarah's back to see if one kidney-shaped table has become 3 new nesting tables. Josh and Ollie had their protractors working overtime to make sure all the angles were correct. Hang on, where's Ollie?
Ollie's away on holiday this week, so he's left me to reveal these to Sarah, which I hope she's going to like. I'm sure she will, because we're really pleased with them.
Ollie must have been too scared to face Sarah. Good luck, Josh.
Well, I left Josh and Ollie with one retro table. I'm hoping that there are now 3 and they have a fine finish and a contemporary look.
When Sarah saved the table, it was kidney-shaped and had lost its heart and soul. But now... it's the centrepiece for a trio of stylish side tables. By simply giving the dated shape a modern makeover, it has given it a fresh appeal. Its 2 new friends have turned out equally as nice, with Ollie's tapered legs matching in both colour and style. The tabletops have been sanded and waxed and look so smooth you just want to reach out and touch them. They don't exactly nest, but do they fit together?
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, wow, they're good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks.
Where's the one I chopped off?
This
That
is the
one,
guy, yeah.
isn't it?
Mr. Middle.
Fantastic. So a total remake.
From the start, we always wanted to reshape it, so... And then we made a matching couple of friends for him.
So what, a walnut one?
Walnut and...
oh, what is it? I want to say oak.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Good knowledge.
They look great together. Are you pleased with them?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. They make a really nice set.
OK, enough beating around the bush. It's the moment of truth. How snugly do they fit together? Uh-oh. Like a glove.
Oh, they're so good, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And now for the money. There was a rough budget of between £300 and £350 originally discussed. So, Josh, top end, low end? Somewhere in between?
These are great. What's the money?
Yeah, I think we'd be happy with 300.
300 quid. Fantastic too. Well done.
Thank you.
On trend and on the money. Magic.
Really chuffed. Yeah, Sarah was obviously really pleased, so yeah, it all went really well.
Well, aren't they fantastic? One tired table has made 3 fantastic items. Beautifully designed, beautifully created, and I'm really hoping they go off to new homes.
Well, let's find out.
Wow, you've got that packed in there, haven't you?
At the recycling centre, Deborah and David had something Sarah liked.
Three-legged
My
table.
mother's 3-legged table.
The table sadly had to go.
She's downsizing. Won't be space in the new place.
So Sarah saved it and Deborah had an idea of what she might do.
I think Sarah will paint it multicolours of varying, clashing colours, I'm sure.
On any other day, you might have been right. But Josh and Ollie had other ideas. In fact, they did such a good job that all 3 sold to an interiors shop in Wokingham in Berkshire. And owner Georgina couldn't be happier.
Absolutely love them. They are perfectly modern rustic. They're old meets new. They fit in with the style of our brand, and I think they're going to sell really, really quickly.
Sarah's in Tadworth in Surrey to show Deborah and David their new look tables and hand over some cash.
Hello. Hi, Deborah. How are you doing?
Nice to see you.
And you?
Hello.
David,
Nice to
are
see you
you
again.
well?
We are both well, yes.
Thank you. I'm here because your table, that sweet little table, I think was your mother's,
My
is that right?
yes, that's right.
Had to have something done to it. I couldn't see that go into the recycling centre. So did you have any thoughts about what could be done to update it?
No idea.
I rather thought you might put lots of coloured paint on it or something like that.
I actually went to guys who are local to me called Josh and Ollie who specialise in making really fine furniture. So here's some pictures. Your table has inspired the creation of these tables.
Oh, how nice is that? I like that.
That's beautiful.
They're nice.
Do you like them?
I think
Yes, I
that's
do.
amazing.
It's really good.
So do you think your mum would approve of what's happened
Oh,
to
she
you?
certainly would, yeah. She
Definitely,
hated.
she would.
She didn't want to put anything in the dump.
So they have actually sold to a shop in Wokingham, so I've got some profit here. There's £45 there
Amazed
for your table.
That much for it.
Thank you very
much indeed.
I was
That is
anticipating
tremendous.
about a £5.
Oh, well, I'm really pleased we managed to make a bit more than that and Is there something that you might do with that £45?
I suspect it might go towards a new bookcase that she needs for her new flat.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that's a great use for it, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you for letting us have the table.
OK, thank
Brilliant.
you very much.
Nice to see you.
Nice to
Thank
see
you
you
so
again.
much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Josh and Ollie's total costs for the 3 tables were £300. Sarah sold the lot for £345, leaving 45 quid to share with David's mum. Lovely. Sarah saved 3 items and did them proud. Once cherished possessions have been given the chance to be loved again. And there's a little less waste in the world.
3 tip-bound items have been transformed and given a whole new lease of life. Who'd have thought that was possible from a load of old rubbish? Oh, I like the look of your rubbish.
How do you make money for nothing?
What are you dropping off? Anything exciting?
The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
I quite like the look of your chair. I've not seen one like that before.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
I bought you my washing machine.
Oh, wow. She can transform her finds into desirable,
What have you done?
valuable,
Oh, I love them.
Good. And let's hope, saleable items.
That is one clever sandwich.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Oh, she smashes it out lovely.
Business is brisk at the Earlswood Recycling Centre in Surrey.
Well, I am loving being in this leafy Surrey suburb, but with so much rubbish coming in, you might think it'd be tricky to see the wood for the trees. But it's OK, because I've got my eye in, and I'm going to cherry-pick the best bits.
Just as well, because with a constant stream of drop-offs, Sarah will need to be at the top of her gathering game.
Elvis, love a bit of Elvis down at the recycling centre.
Time for a little less conversation and a little more finding, please. Although some of her discoveries are a bit puzzling.
Any clever ideas what I could do with that? Be polite.
No. Stop monkeying around. There's a day of rummaging ahead. Sarah's been given special permission to rescue rubbish, but she needs to be quick. Once it hits the skip, it's out of bounds. Sarah's waiting to pounce on that perfect potential project. And Roger has an intriguing bundle stuffed in the back of his estate.
Oh, hello.
Morning.
How are you?
All right.
Giving up the surfing then?
I've tried to give them away. We
All right.
went to a surfing centre yesterday and he says, I just don't want it.
Roger was trying to offload 2 mouldy-looking windsurf sails and support poles, or booms.
And what kind of condition are those in?
So-so. They've been stored for quite a few years since my children have given up.
Right.
And my main thing was sailing as opposed to windsurfing.
OK. When was the last time they were on the water?
About 15 years or so ago.
Excellent. Well,
Sadly
you've
enough.
held on for them for long enough. Rather than it being thrown away, can I take it away instead?
By all means, it'd be lovely for it to have another home.
This falls into the category of loads of material here that hopefully I can use to make something out
Absolutely.
of. So,
Not a dress, though.
no dresses. I might make a dress out of it now.
Whether Sarah's planning dresses or not, she's definitely after all that material.
If it does make something lovely, can I come and show you what I've done with it?
Oh, by all means. My
Brilliant.
wife would love to see it. She's an art teacher, so I'm certain it would be very artistic.
The pressure. OK, well, I will do my best by it.
Roger gives his gear one final wave. But what does he think will happen to his aged aquatic apparatus?
I am very interested to find out what she does eventually with it. Hopefully we'll find a new home for it and make some dresses out of it, maybe.
Boom! What a great find. Well, actually, 2 booms and whatever you call that bit in there. I love this because it's bright, it's beautiful, it's substantial, and there's acres of this sail fabric. And that means huge potential to be remodelled. A dress? Maybe, maybe not. In fact, I know exactly who's going to like this. I think this might be a little cracker.
Sarah knows exactly where to send these. If you need a bag, call Neil Rag. From scrap into satchels and rags into bags, Neil is your man. Neil uses tough and rugged materials destined for the dump and transforms them into one-of-a-kind carry-alls that will last a lifetime.
The sewing has really just come from a necessity to make something better, and then it became all-consuming, really, and everything I do is sewn. I think the reason I use the salvage materials is just because it's, I don't know, it makes it harder for myself, but in some way, that's more rewarding.
Neil loves a challenge, but will he be all at sea with these? With one item in the bag, Sarah's on the search for a second.
Nothing in there.
Kate's hatchback looks full of interesting stuff.
Oh, look at this, come here. Hiya.
Hello.
What are you throwing away?
It's an old desk that I think could be quite easily recycled in some way, but...
You've had enough of it, had you?
Yeah, I've had enough of it, yeah.
Have you had it for long?
10, 15 years, but I know it's older than that.
I reckon, looking at that, late 60s, very early 70s, something like that.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
You got all the legs and all the bits?
All the legs are there, and all the drawers are there. This one is a double one, it's a false. The other 2 are 2 singles, and then this one, as you can see on this side, that side is a double. This one is a double one.
Apart from 2 missing handles, the desk seems to be all present and correct.
I think it's got potential to be given a new lease of life.
I think it has too. It's just a shame. I took it somewhere today and they couldn't take it, so I'm afraid it's got to go.
Well, can it come my way? And
it can come your way quite easily.
Oh, brilliant. Well, it's got a look to it. I'm not sure it'll be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm sure it can be remodelled and made into something fresh and appealing again. So
yeah, definitely.
Shall I give it a go?
Yes, why not?
Brilliant. OK, well, can I come and find you?
Yeah.
If it's transformed into something less retro, can I come and find you and show what I've done?
Yeah.
Brilliant. OK, well, I shall take all of that and say thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sarah has her second item, but what does Kate think she'll do with it?
I'm really pleased, actually. I think a paint job and a little bit of a revamp and it'd be something really useful for somebody. It would make a great computer desk, actually.
Well, it's a tricky one, this one. I think it's a desk. Could be a dressing table. It's got some style about it. Those legs, well, they're quite cool, but the rest of it, it's a bit hit and miss. But something is going to have to be done to turn a profit on this.
And Sarah knows just a maker who could make that happen. Norman Wilkinson. Norman uses his 25 years of working with wood to create handmade, one-of-a-kind furniture that's built to last.
If you're making a tabletop out of reclaimed timbers and everything, no 2 tops will be the same. So it's tactile, it's always got its own mind. It's beautiful. I hope that people will see when they buy it that we've put our heart and soul into it, and we put as much love as we can. So hopefully that comes out into it.
Well, Norman, Sarah's bringing you an old desk that needs all the love and attention you can spare. With 2 items tucked away, Sarah's looking for something to work on herself.
I can't bear waste.
Oh dear. And what delightful discards does Anne have in the back of her car?
Excuse me. Sorry, hi there.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
I'm Anne.
How do you do? I love the look of the stuff in your boot. Are you moving?
Yes, we're downsizing.
What exactly is that?
Well, it's a radiant heat lamp.
May I take a closer look?
Yes.
So what was that used for?
Well, it was for my mother's bad back.
This iconic-looking object was once considered a state-of-the-art home treatment for all sorts of aches and pains. If you put your back out in the 60s, this is the very throwback you'd turn to.
It looks amazing. I haven't seen anything like that before. And how long do you think you've had it?
Well, it's been in our house since Mother died, which was, she died in '89.
Right. I'm not sure it's something we use anymore, is it?
I doubt it. No, I don't think any doctor would recommend that these days.
I think its heat lamp days might be over, but it has real decorative appeal. So can I take it away and try and do something with it?
Well, certainly, yes. It's no use to us.
If it turns out that it can be remodelled or reworked, may I come and show you what I've done with it?
Yes, I would be delighted.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, I'll keep in touch and yeah, let you know. I think it's hot.
While Sarah's maker's mind leaps into action, what does Anne think will happen to her mum's old heat lamp?
I've no idea what Sarah's going to do with it. To me, the reflectors are probably the best part. I'd love to see what she makes of it.
I'm armed and I'm dangerous. What a fantastic looking thing. I mean, you wouldn't want to use it now, would you? It's got infrared and radiant heat, fantastic styling, beautiful colour, excellent wear, and it's going to make a fabulous, what do you think, sofa, table? You know what it's going to be. And it's going to be beautiful.
Sarah has her 3 items. Neil will work on the sails, Norman will try and rejuvenate the desk, and Sarah plans to turn up the heat on the lamp.
Well, the gates are closing now, but we came, we saw, and we gathered. And I'm so pleased with the things I found here today. There's some cracking items, huge amount of potential, but lots of work ahead.
The River Thames meanders peacefully through the Buckinghamshire town of Marlow, where we find bag maker extraordinaire Neil. The windsurfing gear has been shipped to Marlow, and Neil's getting a first glimpse of the material he'll be working with.
The colours are great, nice colours, really vibrant and loud, aren't they?
That's one way to put it, Neil. Another might be garish, gaudy, nightmarish, maybe.
We can keep some of the writing, keep some of the stitching, keep the layering colours. This is nice.
Neil's really got the wind in his sails now, and Sarah's on the blower to see what he has in mind.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Neil. How are you doing?
I'm very good. I'm surrounded by colour. It's bright, it's fluorescent, it's definitely usable, it's clean. I love them, actually.
Fantastic news. Have you got an idea for it? Because I'm thinking utility or something really useful out of them.
OK, well, there's stacks of materials. There's nice writing on it, there's nice patterns, the colours are huge. It's a big 80s revival thing. Maybe we could do some big, chunky zip sports holdalls. What do you think?
They sound good.
You're going to need your shades for these bags, I think.
Sarah loves Neil's idea of sports holdalls, but with all that material, how many are we talking? 20?
Some of the fabric is not so good.
10?
Some of it is really, really nice.
15. Come on, Neil, how many?
2 big holdalls.
2? Exactly how big are they going to be?
What kind of price would you put on that?
I think for you, £100 per bag. We can make them nice and big, chunky zips, keep some of the lettering. They should look pretty good and have certainly a wow factor.
Brilliant. Go for that. I love a wow factor. Well, hope it's all plain sailing, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
He's itching to get stitching. So, what's the plan, Neil?
Because of these colours are so vibrant, this is not a bag that you're gonna be inconspicuous with. So it's got to be the right shape, I think. So if it was square, the zip there, got handles there. I'm just trying to strike a balance between a good-looking but very useful bag, something that you can wear rather than just carry.
So, does that mean the big square look is out?
So instead of the ordinary square box shape, I think if we have some curves to it, curves are always good. So we get some rounded corners, and if I make the zip open-ended, then the whole thing opens up and you can see what you packed.
Neil aims to produce 2 large sports bags at a total cost of £200. He's aiming for 80s retro chic, but could this turn out to be a Technicolor catastrophe? Is Sarah off her trolley, or can her desk be saved from destruction? She's in East Sussex, delivering the desk to Norman. How you feeling, Norman?
Always anxious. I think that's the only way to describe it.
Well, I know Norman loves furniture. He likes solid oak, he likes things that are handmade, that are substantial, and this is made of chipboard. This could be fun. Norman?
The moment of truth.
Well, this is a little beauty, isn't it?
Sometimes Norman is so hard to read.
Are you underwhelmed?
Whelmed is not the word.
It's not love at first sight, but Sarah's a determined matchmaker. And Norman's wondering how many matches he could make out of all this wood.
There are hidden benefits, ones with legs.
Fantastic. You've almost saved the day with these, haven't you? Absolutely super. Anyway.
I have got a plan, but I'm not sure if you're going to like it.
Better make it a good plan, Sarah. He's armed with a leg.
I was thinking about removing the carcass and using the drawers and the styling to make a new piece of furniture.
OK.
Maybe introducing brand new material like ply.
Ply as in?
Quality ply, the kind of stuff you want to look at just the way it is. I was thinking perhaps use the 2 small drawers to make a sleek, slimline desk. Fancy it?
Yeah, I think we can have a go at it.
What are you going to do with these then?
I totally don't know. I think these will have to be a surprise. I think we need to sleep on it and decide where we're going.
A revamp of the desk and a surprise thrown in. Sounds expensive.
Is there a price that you can put on that?
I reckon something like that will cost, to get it all singing and dancing, £395.
Perfect. I was hoping it wouldn't go above a 4, so 395 is brilliant. Well done.
On the money.
On the money? Always on the money.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You be good.
Bye.
This could be quite a tricky project. Norman's not really a ply guy, so for this job, he'll be reaching for the sharpest tool in the box. His own brain.
Using a new material is always fun because you've got to learn about it. So yeah, it'll be a good one, but hopefully get it right.
Well, he was never going to love it, was he? But I think he's embraced it. I think a ply exterior is going to make it look really cool. And after he's finished with it, we're all going to love it.
Sarah's agreed a budget of £395 for Norman to transform the desk, but he's using a completely new material. So this project could be all ply in the sky. With her team of crafty creatives up and running, Sarah's at home in West Sussex. She's hoping to bring a little sunshine to the heat lamp. Bramble's intrigued.
Well, as a piece of 1950s design, this is beautiful. I love the shape of it. But as a health and safety thing, what a nightmare. I mean, can you imagine having that in your house today? It was a radiant heat lamp, so this would have been tinging when it was hot. So the best thing we can do with this is make it into lighting because its style is fantastic. It just needs a bit of careful rethinking.
First things first, strip it down to basics.
Well, I've set aside the electrics to concentrate on the aesthetics. I want it to be crisp and colourful, so I'm going to polish it up and then give it a lick of paint. First of all, though, I'm going to clean up this interior with some car polish, the kind of abrasive stuff that normally takes off a layer of paint. Should bring it up really well. Well, it's not looking a lot better yet, but it's certainly getting the dirt off.
With the inner surface polished up nicely, Sarah's planning to give the exterior a bit of a paint job.
Well, I've given this a really good prepping. It's polished on the inside, but I've used some lightly abrasive sandpaper just to take the edge off this, so it's keyed, and hopefully that means my spray paint's going to stick to it.
There are pros and cons to spraying outside. Good ventilation is a huge plus, but you do have to watch out for insects getting stuck on your paint. After leaving the paint to dry for a few hours, Sarah has to put it all back together. It won't be much of a lamp without fittings, so Sarah has bought a lighting kit.
I've chosen a bright royal blue coloured flex, which is an opposing colour to the yellow, so both together look beautiful. Good chrome fitting, so I'm going to slide all of this through the existing holes and wire up the plug.
Sarah spent £22.95 on spray paint and her lighting kit. She's hoping to turn her new gold lamp into a sold lamp. In Marlow, Neil's blueprint of his sports bag design is ready to make the leap from paper to fabric.
So the bag's going to be, I don't know, what, sort of that-ish, like that. OK. Bigger than that, right.
Blimey, whatever happened to measuring twice?
I've got one shape drawn so far, and that's it. So the rest of it, I'm just going to wing it and just see how it works. Hopefully there's enough fabric to make the odd mistake.
You're not filling us with confidence here, Neil.
I'm just going to start cutting.
The pieces that Neil is about to cut will form the ends of the bag. These will determine the entire shape of the holdall, so these first cuts are critical. Ooh, you can cut the tension with a sharp pair of scissors.
Well, that's a good start. At least after the first cut, it hasn't just disintegrated. So far, so good.
Yeah, a disintegrating bag certainly wouldn't be top of my Christmas list, Neil.
We've got some ends now, 2 ends, loads of colour. The length will be determined by the zips that I've got lying about, so I'm going to need to find what chunky zips I've got first. So these are the ones that I'm going to use. So I think these are 30 centimetre zips. No, much longer than that. 57 centimetre zips.
With the chunky zips sourced and the length of the bags decided, Neil can cut out the remaining panels.
That's all the cutting done. I think it's now time to sew.
Indoors, Neil's sewing machine is threaded up and ready to roll.
All right, these are ready-made handles.
The first task is to make handles for the bag ends, and the windsurf harness seems to fit the bill.
I mean, you've got to hope that the fabric's going to hold it, actually.
Well, it's endured some hefty wind in its time, so here's hoping.
It doesn't flow particularly easily through the machine. It's a bit sticky. It's not the neatest so far.
Phrases like "not the neatest" aren't what we want to hear at this stage, Neil.
There's a great big thick piece of webbing stuck in the middle that machine won't go through.
And this doesn't sound good either. Neil's having to switch to his most powerful machine. Come on, mate, you can do it.
Yep, no problem.
Phew. Neil averts disaster and is still the stitching master. In East Sussex, Norman's formulating a master plan to give this desk a top drawer refurbishment.
We're going to use birch ply, so it's going to be very, very contemporary. We're going to lose this drawer. We're going to put the three together, make a nice box for it, then put it on some legs. So yeah, fantastic, can't wait.
Norman picks out the drawers that will make up the new desk and puts the old carcass to one side, as Sarah wants a shiny new birch ply frame. Birch ply is made up of thin layers of, can you guess? Birch, yeah. It's a very strong material indeed, so it's ideal for Norman's new desk.
It's got quite nice grains going through it, it's got a nice pattern here. We just need to decide which part we're going to use for the top. You know, we sew it side. I mean, you can see here that it's got these little like biscuit things they cut in, so we can't use that section. So, but I think the other side is the Bella one.
Before he starts cutting, time for a few careful measurements.
Beautiful.
Birch ply isn't cheap, so Norman doesn't want any mistakes.
You know the old saying, don't you? Measure once, cut twice.
I'll give over, Norman. Stop mucking about.
I've marked what I think should be right, so we are now going to cut it, but I'm over-cutting because I'd like to overcut the first one and then I can cut the second one and hopefully get it as precise as I can.
To make a neater join, Norman is cutting the edges at 45 degrees using a circular saw. A spare piece of wood clamped to the ply keeps the saw cutting in a straight line.
So that's our first 45-degree cut. So that will go there. The next one will go down on there, and hopefully they'll all line up and we'll get a nice super joint.
Norman uses his table saw to add a groove to the drawer sides. This is known as rebating, and the base of the drawer will slide into these grooves for a tighter fit.
So we've done the rebating for the rails, the sides and everything. That will pin in there, and then you can see that everything then will go in line, so you can see all the nice birch ply around it. The drawers, we'll paint them and then decide on the legs. Just do the last few little bits and then we can glue it up and then hopefully we're rocking and rolling. And it'll look fantastic.
The new carcass is taking shape, but with a decision still to be made on the legs, there's plenty to get on with. In West Sussex, Sarah's putting the finishing touches to the desk light.
Well, that's all come together. Better find out if it works.
Sarah's tricky task was to retain the retro charm of the heat lamp, whilst making it a thoroughly modern piece of lighting. Will the end result be dazzling? Well, that is a bright light. Sarah's polishing job has certainly paid off. And the yellow paint contrasts smartly with the blue braided flecks. The light has been pack tested and checked by a qualified electrician to ensure it meets all UK safety standards. It might not be giving off much heat now, but the reflected light and buttercup gold will radiate warmth into any home.
That is really bright, but definitely working. And that yellow, that's a winner.
And old heat lamp was about to get the elbow.
I'm not sure it's something we use anymore, is it?
No, I don't think any doctor would recommend that these days.
From treating cold shoulders to getting the cold shoulder. Its final stop was going to be a red-hot furnace, but Sarah only had one thought in mind.
Can I take it away and try and do something with it?
Well, certainly, yes. It's no use to us.
And with new electrics, a polish and a paint job, Sarah has brought the shine back to this forgotten appliance. The lamp was bought by a vintage and industrial lighting shop in Foy, Cornwall, and owner Sinead thinks her customers will love it.
Well, we just love the colours in this lamp, and for our customers, they're always looking for something new and different, and we think this really hits the spot. Sarah's done a wonderful job in creating something really vibrant, unique and special that will really set off any home.
With the heat lamp sold, Sarah's in Surrey to visit Anne and give her the good news.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi, Anne. How are you doing?
Not very well, thank you.
And have you settled into your new home?
Yes, we're enjoying it very much.
Because I remember you'd been in your old house for over 50 years, is that right?
Correct, yes.
So a huge amount of things that you were trying to sort out when you left.
Lot was thrown out, yes.
And that's where that heat lamp came from, because I think that was originally your mother's, wasn't it?
It was. It's been in our loft for quite a while.
Well, it was a great, stylish thing, so I was really pleased to see it when you turned up. But since I've taken it away, have you thought what might happen to it?
Absolutely, yes. I loved the reflector, but I don't know what you've done with it.
Well, I took one look at it and thought it'd make really lovely lighting. So it's something I worked on myself. So here's some pictures to show you how it ended up.
Oh, good.
I hope you like things that are bright, because your heat lamp now looks like that.
Oh, goodness.
I took it back to its metal, just sanded it down, and then repainted it in a very bright yellow. I don't know what came over me, but I woke up that morning and just thought it had to be yellow. So what do you think about that?
That's great. I think that's marvellous.
It definitely has a new lease of life. It cleaned up beautifully and it's bright, and it's sold to a shop in Cornwall who specialises in lighting. So I've got some profit from the sale.
Ooh, that's
There's,
exciting.
£2.05 and another 80 there.
Goodness, that's much more than I ever dreamed of.
Really? Oh, good. I like a surprise. So what might you do with that?
Well, I still have to ask my husband. I think we'd probably buy something for the flat, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, that would be great. Something from the loft. If it furnishes your house here, then I think that would be lovely. And so pleased you've settled in.
Yes, well...
See you at the recycling centre. Thank you so much.
That's
Thank you.
super.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, isn't that great? The heat lamp is buying housewarming presents. Doesn't get better than that.
Sarah spent a total of £67.95 on the lamp. It sold for £150, which left a profit of £82.05. Sarah's back in Marlow. She's keen to discover if Neil's whipped up a storm with the windsurf sails.
Well, this could be really exciting. I'm back to see Neil, and he's had a proper look at those windsurf sails. He says the colours are fantastic, they're bang on trend and really fashionable to make bags out of. But have you seen the shirts he wears? This could just be a bit over the top.
There's normal over the top, and then there's Neil's over the top.
I think they've turned out pretty amazing utility sports bags. Something definitely very unique. I love them. I hope she will.
The windsurf sail material was so tough it almost got the better of Neil's sewing machines, but not quite. Not only has Neil whipped up two bright, bold and, dare I say, eye-catching bags, he's invented a time machine to take us back to the 80s. Embracing the intense colour scheme, Neil has stitched contrasting panels together to create a daring retro design. An old harness that came with the sails has been repurposed to make sturdy handles, and Neil has also used up more of the material to double skin the bags, making them weatherproof. They're certainly vibrant, but Neil was hoping for bang-on trend. I'll let you be the judge of that, Sarah.
Hiya.
Hey, hi.
Oh, my word. What have you been up to?
Put your sunglasses on. We've got an 80s cocktail of sports bags.
They are really, really cool. I mean, they don't look like they were windsurfer until you look at them properly. I think they've got Neil written all over them. They're really exciting. They are summery, enthusiastic. Hey, fantastic.
You can see what's inside.
Oh, amazing.
You wouldn't normally put all those colours together in one bag, would you? So they're quite different.
Different, I'll say. Not only has Neil created bags that will stick out in any crowd, but he's managed to stick to the £200 budget.
I am over the moon with those, and I'll let you know where they go because they're definitely going places.
They're going places.
Thanks so much. Nice to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It was slightly different. I've never worked with sales before, actually, so it's unusual, but actually quite enjoyable.
Well, I take it all back. Did I say I was worried about his fashion sense? Neil has created something fantastic here. You're not going to lose these at a festival. And selling them? Well, that should just be plain sailing.
Oh, Sarah. Languishing in Roger's garden shed for 15 years, the windsurfing sales were destined for the skip until Sarah intervened.
Nobody uses them anymore, so sadly, this is where they're coming.
It took all of Neil's needlework nous to turn this unlikely material into 2 sellable holdalls. And through some internet magic, Sarah's found buyers for the bags. Now she's heading to Roger with the good news.
Hello there.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Very well. Lovely day.
So you've landed in your new spot.
Oh, yeah, we just can't believe where we are. It's magic.
It looks lovely, doesn't it? I was so excited when I saw you at the tip with your windsurfer sails. What would you have done with them?
Well, you can make other things. You can certainly get jackets made out of them. And the other thing is people make carrier bags, you know, sort of put all your sailing kit in and things like that.
Oh, well, kit bags, that's a great idea. That's the one we went with. I work with a fantastic bag maker called Neil, and he says if he can get a needle through it, he will make something out of it that becomes useful and practical again. So I've got pictures here. Here is what your sails now look like.
Oh, I say, that's amazing.
He made 2...
Aren't they brilliant?
Huge sail bags out of your windsurf sails.
I'm so impressed.
He's put in practical, big, chunky zips. He's used recycled straps, and he has used every part of them that he could. He's got little windows made out of the windows of the windsurfer, and they have got a whole new lease of life.
Oh, super.
Do you like them?
Brilliant, yeah.
People just love them. They sold instantly. And there's a profit of £125 here for your old sails.
Good grief. Thank you so much.
So do you have a thought about where that money might go?
I know exactly where it's going. I've got a duathlon that I'm doing on Sunday.
Right.
And this is going for cancer research.
Wow.
That's where it's going. Thank you so much.
I'm so pleased to hear that. Lots of luck in the duathlon, and thank you. These have brought joy to everybody who's looked at them, so, and a great cause for that. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Great to catch up.
Brilliant.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, I'm really pleased that Roger liked those bags as much as I did. I mean, how couldn't he? They're set sail and they're going on a new journey.
Neil made the holdalls for £200 and they sold for £325, leaving Roger a profit of £125 to donate to charity. With a tidy profit for the windsurf sails in the bag, Sarah's in East Sussex to see if Norman's conquered the desk.
Well, admittedly, I dropped off a desk to Norman that lacked character. In fact, it lacked everything. I threw him in at the deep end, and now I'm here to see if he can swim.
No sign of armbands. Looks like Norman is still afloat.
We're working with a different material than we normally do, so yeah, we learned along the way, but yeah, it went together in the end quite well.
Sarah brought Norman a dated and uninspiring desk with zero style and precious little potential. But what will she be taking away? Norman has been busy, with not one but two pieces of furniture. He's built a sleek birch plywood desk based around the 3 old drawers. The original handles have been replaced with birch ply, and Norman's muted colour scheme emphasises the contemporary feel of the piece. And since he couldn't decide what to do with the legs, Norman crafted a little companion piece. The rectangular tabletop is an ideal home for the old desk legs and makes a perfect coffee table. But what will Sarah think?
Norman?
Hello, you. They're your 2 bits.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
We've gone slightly different than we normally do, haven't we? It's a bit modern.
Oh, Norman, who
Yeah.
knew you had that in you? Look how cool and crisp it is. And I can't believe it. In my head, that desk was deeply unattractive, and I can't see a shred of it left. So you've used the drawers and
We've
the legs.
used the drawers and the legs, and the rest we threw away.
It's really cool. I love it.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. That makes it all worthwhile.
It doesn't look like any of the usual stuff that I expect to see coming out of your workshop. It's really modern, on-trend, edgy.
Edgy? Fantastic.
So, reuse of drawers, reuse of legs, a couple of fine pieces of furniture,
Yeah.
and budget-wise, $395 for those two?
No, we're going to be under budget on this one. We're going to do the 2 for $350. OK? As they say, happy days.
Sarah's got herself a 2-for-1 bargain of cutting-edge contemporary furniture. And with less work than anticipated, Norman's managed to squeeze this job in under budget.
Blow me away, really.
Fantastic. That's what I like to see. Well, you need to blow yourself out the door now.
Right, we'll get it packed up then.
I will.
I'll tell you when I've solved
Yeah.
it.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I think Sarah's happy, you know, different direction for us, bit of modern. Really enjoyed doing it, working with different materials, so it's down to Sarah now to sell it. So I think happy days, we've done it.
Sink or swim? Of course he can swim. That's a master stroke for Norman. Beautiful pieces of furniture using all of the good bits of that tired old desk.
Destined to be broken up and reprocessed, Kate's old desk earned a reprieve when Sarah stepped in.
What are you throwing away? It's an old desk that I think could be quite easily recycled in some way.
Kate was hopeful it could be turned into something useful.
It would make a great computer desk, actually.
Good guess, Kate. But in the hands of master craftsman Norman, the dark and old-fashioned desk was replaced by 2 highly desirable pieces of furniture. And Sarah managed to sell them to a furniture shop in Swindon, owned by brothers Will and Tom.
Our customers love this sort of quirky, handmade, one-off pieces.
It's only been in the shop for about an hour. We've already had a few people looking at it and wanting to get it, so I'm sure it will sell quickly.
Sarah is in Surrey to show Kate what's happened to her old desk.
Hello there.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now, I'm seeing over your shoulder a beautifully upcycled chest of drawers. Was that you?
That was me.
But you hadn't had a go at the desk?
No, I honestly didn't know what to do with it.
It was quite a tricky desk to repurpose.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky because I work with some people who are never short of ideas, and it actually went to East Sussex and a chap called Norman, and he took one look at it and said, there's things I can do with it, I'm not going to use all of it, but I'm going to make the most of it. So I'm not sure you'll even recognise this, but your desk now looks like this.
Oh, wow.
So what he did was use all the drawers out of it and use the legs to make a new desk and a table. So that's what it looks like. Nothing like the original.
Nothing at all like the original.
So it has sold, and I've got £40 profit here for you.
Brilliant.
So there you go.
Thank you very much.
So what might you do with that? Upcycling materials or something? Something
no,
else?
I think I'll probably take my friend out for lunch.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'll let Norman know he's taking you out for lunch. You have a lovely time.
And say thank you.
I will. Great. Well, nice to see you.
Thank you very much. Lovely to see you again.
Have a lovely lunch. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Well, I think Kate's keen on a transformation, and Norman has certainly delivered one there.
It cost £350 to transform the old desk, and with a sale of £390, Kate is left with a £40 profit. The 60s heat lamp is now a bang-up-to-date desk light. The windsurf sails became 2 on-trend holdalls, and the dark wood desk was transformed into cutting-edge furniture.
Well, it takes a lot of hard work to make tip finds fantastic again, but Neil and Norman certainly managed it. That's 3 items they saved from landfill that now have a beautiful, bright future.